It sounds so lovely, don't you agree? Back in the building, man. It's a Wednesday night. Y'all come tap in and come kick it, man. No strings attached. Y'all know the vibes, dog. Had to take a week off, man. Just for the summertime. Relax a little bit. Come on back. There you go. Hit that south side one time. We up in this thing, though, man. We're going to have a good time tonight. Y'all know how we do on this show. We talk about relationships and the culture. We're going to talk about tonight this whole settling business. Everybody's made settling such a dirty word. Some of y'all need to settle. I'm going to get on some of y'all head out here. Pause. Some of y'all need to settle y'all ass for something out there. But we'll get to that later on, man. Shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody coming on. Shout out to Mo. I know she running a little bit late. I think Torian may be popping on. I don't know. Torian got some wild shit going. But let's get it, though, man. We got the homie Lionel in the building. What up, Li?
What's up? Happy Wednesday, y'all. We back with another episode after a week off. But, we back with the vibes. What's popping?
You did? We back up in here. Where's she at? Up there. Cooking it up there, getting it going in the kitchen. What up, Nate?
Hey, y'all. Happy No Strings Day. I'm so glad. Look, the light is fucked up. I'm about to get back in the studio in a minute. But happy No Strings Day. I'm happy to be back on another Wednesday with y'all, giving y'all the right vibes,
You dig? So she in that kitchen. Shout out to the big homie, man, kicking it with us again, man. The big homie Ross, a.k.a. Florida. What up, my guy?
I appreciate y'all having me, man. I had a good time last time. Let's get it.
We're going to see how it go, dog. Right now, you on a 10-day. Got you
What's
on a
up,
10-day.
Shay? What's up, Shay? Get active in that chat. Stay active in that chat, Shay.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all turn up in there. What up, Shay? Shay in the building. Shay tapping in early. What up, Shay? I know Shay going to have a lot to say about this tonight, about this settling business. I just feel like Shay is very opinionated about this particular topic. But we're going to get to that, man. We got to get to a couple of things. Some birds out here flocking around, these birds of the week, man. Might do one now and one later just to break it up, the monotony. I do want to go to this one first because it was an old bird, a damn dodo bird, if you will, out here in these streets. She didn't lost her mind. Did y'all catch her? Lord have mercy. I could have swore we had talked about this when it first happened. This came out of Illinois. I believe she was working at the school. I'm almost positive we touched on it like when it first happened, but apparently she didn't got some time now out here in these streets. And then caught a case and caught some time. Old head. There she go. Let me get her up. Let me blow it up. Hold on, old head. She got 9 years. She called 9 years, y'all. And do y'all remember this with her still in the
I feel like we did talk about it. I kind of remember.
Yeah, because she had just got busted for it, but they came on down with that sentence. Illinois school workers, they said that she got sentenced to 9 years in prison for stealing $1.5 million worth of chicken wings over her years.
No, that's a lie.
Wait, how long did she work there?
Right.
$1.5 million worth of chicken wings, man.
She don't even look old enough to steal that much chicken. Like, you know how long that would take to steal almost $2 million?
But if she is working for a school, think about like the quantities that she could be buying. But I don't know. That's still so much. Even if you're spending like $1,000, even if you're spending like $1,000 on like some boxes of chicken wings,
and you know how much chicken that would be?
So much.
$1,000 worth of chicken wings at wholesale price. That's like. That's why I'm like they got her fucked up. She is still 1.5.
So I think she was in charge of like ordering, and she probably just was, you know what I'm saying, ordering pallets. For the whole school, you got to think for like an elementary school, you got kindergarten through 6th grade.
I ain't never had no chicken wings at school though.
That's what I was thinking.
This is Illinois, Chicago.
I mean, look at Auntie. Look at her.
They probably would say no. They would probably say I've never had enchiladas at school, and like that was any given Wednesday for us.
Yeah,
for real. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So
but damn, I hate that for her. Maybe she had a little grocery store on the side with that much chicken.
The kids didn't know that they were supposed to be getting wings.
Plates. She was selling plates on the weekend.
They were supposed to be getting wings the whole school year. They ain't had wings all year.
Right. Like it's got.
They didn't even know. They didn't know they were supposed to get wings either. They're like, we never had wings.
Right. They're like wings.
Come to find out, we were supposed to be getting wings, and this shit's been going on countrywide.
T-Money,
man.
Like T-Money.
She been getting it in. That's a lot of $1.5 million in chicken wings. A lot of chicken wings. I'm with you. Like, that's a lot of goddamn wings.
That's so much, but it makes you think of like she had to have been selling them, right? So
for sure.
I wonder how much money she got off of that. Because I'll never forget when I was working at this fast food restaurant, I stole one of the big packs of chicken tenders, and I swear I fried that shit up for all my homies.
I remember this.
Period. I fried that shit up for all my homies.
That's right. That's right.
No, so I could see what she was thinking. Like, so accessible.
I definitely see what she was thinking. I want to know how you end up getting 1.5 million. That seems like a crazy number. Like pretty astronomical for chicken wings. One person. That's what I feel like they kind of fluffing. Maybe they're fluffing. Otherwise, she's a bad mama jamma to have gotten away with that much time work. And
they gave her 9 years. They gave her some time.
But you know what? Crazy. I saw that somebody is gonna pay like her bail or something.
Oh, that's a good look. Yeah, get on to your out of there, man.
Maybe an NFL player or something that's gonna pay her bail.
So what it seemed like though, you know, like she probably was like a school board employee. She might have been a lunch lady for years and years, and she had the charge. You know what I'm saying? They probably trusted her with the funds, and she just was going crazy. Well, you know, in a lot of those situations, they let you see how dumb you're gonna be and keep. You know what I'm saying? They
will let you rack it up.
Adding on to it.
Yeah.
They'll let you rack it up.
They're like, okay, cut her off. They're like, okay.
Yeah, she probably was doing that.
Like, okay, that's enough for 9 years.
You're right.
Like, she's like, I didn't know. I didn't know these weren't paid for. Like this 1.5.
The whole time she coming to work, everybody giving her the side eye. You know what I'm saying? Like
embezzle, bitch. Really, embezzle, bitch. Damn.
Yeah, she was out here getting to the wings. So shout out to her, man. That's our first bird of the week, Lord.
She finna be in the fucking kitchen.
You think that was all facts?
Naomi,
that was a very fitting bird of the week. You dig? So shout out to her, man. She out here. I do want to know though, Lionel, did she have like a little store she was running? Because this seems like it's akin to the whole food stamp hustle where you selling them stamps. She had the plug on the chicken wings for the whole hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, just imagine you getting a wholesale price for them chicken wings. Like she could have been feeding the whole hood. Like it could have been a nice little hustle. Like, and then it's all being pocketed, right? Because she's not coming out of pocket to buy the wings. So I don't know. Hopefully she just stashed up. You know, eat them 9 years. You know, keep your books looking right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So shout out to her, man. We wish her the best. We don't want her to stay locked up too long. Y'all go help her out, man. Would you say some ball player gonna pay it? Yeah, go and get her up out of jail, man.
I don't like jail is like OD. Maybe just have
that's a little OD, right?
Like some community service or some shit like that. Like
1.5 million is crazy.
They're like, we can't trust her with no type of service. Like she was supposed to be serving the kids.
I know.
That's what she did.
1.5 million.
No service.
He said, "Shit, you out here doing too much. We finna sit you down."
She can't work at no restaurants now.
Thanks.
That's the free lunch account. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the food to help the kids with that can't afford lunch and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
We need to have her on the show for an interview.
In 9 years.
We need to get in 9 years. We'll get to the bottom. If she's on good behavior, then she'll do half.
You know what it was is when that school district ran the budget for that year, and it was $2 million over budget.
Oh my god! Imagine they were just 1.5 over.
No, but it probably would have took them a little while because that's not even the only department that be fucking up. Like the school budget just be all the way fucked up. Like it probably took them some time. They audited. They were like, oh shit.
Chicken wings?
Right, they would have never guessed.
Like we thought it was athletics.
Right. Per usual.
Yeah,
Enough
that's
shoes on their ass.
what's up, man. How y'all feel about your boy? Y'all mans. This is y'all mans, not mine. I'm not from this generation, so I'm giving him to y'all. Uh, y'all mans. I guess on paper, officially becoming a Texan. Y'all boy, Drizzy Drake.
That's an ugly ass photo. I would have had them take it again.
Drizzy Drake
Like,
got
nigga,
that
you're
Texas
Drake. You
license.
could have took that again. Not Aubrey Graham.
I know he lives like an hour away from
Now
me.
I have seen that he got a little ranch. I'm really trying to be his gardener. Like, let me hook up your farm system. Let me get your shit together. But how do I feel about it? I have no feelings.
He
I
been
feel like
stealing
And
the
he
I
got.
don't
swag for a
feel
long
no
time.
way.
I feel like he got kicked out of like Atlanta.
Oh,
But do you think he would have ever chose Atlanta? Even though I guess that was one of
I
his
feel like
spots.
I
But
don't
I
know
feel
that
like
he.
Houston has always been
Yeah,
one of his
I feel like he's
spots.
been in like Atlanta heavy. So I just feel like now it's like
But of course he
nobody
is
there is
kicked out
fucking with him. Like
now.
they just aren't fucking with him at all in Atlanta. So like now it's like okay, I'm gonna go Houston. You know, not to say that he doesn't fuck with Houston. Like he's done like the Houston Appreciation Weeks in the past. Do you remember Houston Appreciation Week? Like that was a thing.
No facts. And I remember they would have like a celebrity softball game. I remember
Yeah.
one
So
year it
I
was
mean,
at
like
UH.
he obviously got ties. Obviously, Jay Prince and
right.
But I do feel like it's like super like well, it's like the dog walking over with his tail tucked, like, or the guy who didn't like get picked on the team and like he's walking over to the team that he
Hey
defaults to.
Tiana.
Like now you just like walk over to that team because you gotta play with them. They kind of feel like that.
Here he is, Shay.
Can
Yeah,
I
y'all hit
ask
the
y'all,
notification.
as far as y'all being from here in like Houston, y'all live out there with y'all, like, do he put anybody on from Houston? Do y'all see him like aligning himself with anybody from Houston? Travis Scott every once in a while, but he just as big as he is at this point.
No, I wouldn't say that I've seen him put anybody on from Houston, but like who has he really even put on from the States? Like all I could think of
Ever.
who's been associated with Drake is like Party Next Door, right? And I always just feel like that was because he couldn't get able,
Yeah.
so hell no. I mean,
Yeah.
it's already known that he kind of is just like a culture vulture, right? And now it's even like exposed on a greater level.
Sauce Walker was seeing something like that. He was, and him and Drake had their little back and forth before, but he was saying like, yeah, other than Travis Scott, which I'm sure he bigger than Travis Scott, but he eat off a Travis Scott crowd also, But
Mm-hmm.
other than
That's
Travis
the
Scott,
thing.
you
Travis
really
is.
won't see him align himself with nobody from Houston.
Yeah. Yeah. You hit the nail on the head, and they like. But that's his body for me, and that's why like I respect like him musically. Like I respect that he's put out good music in the past, like and consistently he's done that. But as a like person, like I just don't think he's cool, which I've said 100 times. And I feel like a product of that is just like there's types of people. Like there's the type of person that's gonna come like that, and the type of person that's gonna come like that. And I feel like he's just the kind of a guy that like doesn't have the. I wouldn't say he doesn't have the what it takes on the inside, but he may not believe that he has what it takes to like be the cool guy or the it guy. So then he looks like what he sees as cool. And then he kind of like mimics and aligns himself with that. And like that's just what you recognize over and over. And I feel like that's what happens when anytime he links up with somebody. It's not like him recognizing his power and being like, let me put this person on genuinely. It's more so like, oh shit, this person is the wave right now. Like he's cool as fuck. Like I
Kind of
kind
like
of
Lil Yachty, him and Lil
yeah,
Yachty.
like he needs to like he feels like he wants to align himself in that like way, you know?
To
And that's
be
just like for me, that's how I see Drake. That's just like how I see him
to be
endlessly.
fair to Drake though, like when it comes to like H Town business, I mean he like you said a minute ago, Lionel, like he aligned with the people in the person he need to be aligned with through the Jay Prince tap in. I don't even think that like he in a position like. Cause like you gotta like Texas and specifically Houston, like we kind of got like we've always had like a whole own movement down there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like what can he do for like I don't know. I guess he can put Zero on a song if he wanted to, but like Zero gonna be Zero in Houston whether Drake put him on a song or not. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
there's some
like
young boys right there.
I mean he could
He ain't
mess with
tapped
some young boys. You know what I'm saying? But like I
Max
mean
Soul. You got
Yeah, I mean, look,
NOT.
him and Sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely some people he could, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he even, would it be nice? Yeah, it would be nice if he, showed some love because no doubt Houston gave him. That's where he first came in terms of the states, where he came and got that swag, got that sauce from. You know what I'm saying? He came down there to H Town, and but then to Lionel's point though, we kind of put him on, but he really been really heavily tied to Atlanta for the last however long. You know what I'm saying? Like he be out there all the time. So, but yeah, we'll see though, man. He officially a Texan now. He belong to y'all now, Lionel. That's y'all boy now, man. Aubrey Graham.
And I feel like what Sauce Walker was saying was kind of like here's how you need to come, like almost like a West Coast check-in, but like in the Southern version. Like we're not like it's not like just gang culture and shit. Like you don't check in or you get robbed, but like you got to like move the right way when you're out here for sure. Like it's about respect.
When you go to somebody's city and kind of you benefit off of their culture, you should kind of like do a good job of pushing it forward. So align yourself. Even Megan, like he could come out. Well, the Tory thing, so he ain't really gonna align with Megan, but he ain't even, she's big enough. She could have got a Drake feature. Somebody.
Yeah,
that's one thing
like it was like a futuristic thing. Like, hey, make sure you like keep this in mind. But I feel like giving like him time, like we'll see, like because knowing that he did Houston Appreciation Week for so many years, like that was huge for the city. Like I'm just like hoping that he'll like put something together, have something up his sleeves to be like, here's my tribute, like attribution to the city, contribution.
And there's so many dudes in the city that are spitters. He can go with some vets. He can pull up some young bulls. You know what I'm saying? He could have went. So, but that's why Beyonce is like in the city. I mean, she's revered everywhere, but in the city, it's like real talk. It's people nationally that don't play about Beyonce, but in Houston, you ain't finna say nothing negative about Beyonce in Houston. It's a no-fly. In Texas, you ain't gonna say nothing negative about Beyonce.
Oh, see, I never experienced it yet. So
yeah, it's a no-fly, bro.
That's her city. She the queen.
And look, she's so tapped in from the time like the early Destiny's Child days. Like her dad had them out there. They was doing singing background for like local rappers and they songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So like she been super like I love it when she raps on songs. That shit always I'm like, oh, here she go. That's coming. That's that South Side coming out. There you go, B.
She's super Houston.
So yeah, ain't no Beyonce is a super no-fly zone for niggas. You don't come to Houston and say something bad about Beyonce, nigga. You won't make it out. You can talk shit about Scarface in Houston before you can talk shit about Beyonce. You're like, yeah.
Well, anybody in Houston at that point.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? But shout out to Aubrey Graham, though, man. He officially a damn Texan. He been trying to get down so long.
No, that's crazy. Like, so is he a U.S. citizen? Does he have dual citizenship?
He got a driver's license.
No, because I'm like, how did he get that license?
But he's lived in California for forever.
Yeah, he probably got dual citizenship, I'm sure.
I'm like, what's that visa looking like? You need to press that nigga.
Yeah, little Aubrey out here, man, representing. He throwing that Texas ID out there.
I'm gonna go live from the channel and pull up on him.
No, fast, because remember, even like after that Kendrick beef, all them niggas was pulling up to his Canada mansion. Like it was pulling up.
Okay.
Well, see, and that was the thing a lot of people didn't like. They was like, hey, don't try to bring Texas into this. Hey, you handle that beef out there with Canada, nigga. Don't try to be like you from Texas.
Let me ask y'all, are they really not playing Not Like Us in Houston? Y'all see the clips going where they saying Houston not letting nobody play Not Like Us. Do y'all hear it when y'all go out?
I have seen it. I ain't been in the city.
I haven't even been out.
I know I haven't been, but the last time I went out, I didn't hear it. Now that I think
you didn't hear Not Like Us.
When I did go out, it was played, but I don't know if like people were like popping to it like the way that social media made it seem like everybody was feeling it.
But that shit plays on the radio for sure.
I'm like, I don't listen to Houston radio either, so I don't know.
Shout out to the Mad Hatter out there in Houston, man. Legendary shit out there. All right, shout out to Aubrey Graham.
To your last point, Texas has already been mentioned by Kendrick in it. When he did that like pop out live show, he like changed some of the lyrics to like whatever the distance is apparently from Cali to Houston. like saying, "Bitch, I don't care if you in Houston," because the original lyrics is like the hour, the distance from like LA to Toronto, but then he like changed the lyrics to like the distance from LA to Houston. So it's like, and then obviously he mentioned he was like shading Jay Prince and his son in that song too. So it'll be interesting. Let's just watch how this unfolds. So
it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, Drake is always showing a lot of love to Houston. You know what I'm saying? From the Houston, Atlanta, Vegas to the he loved the Houston strip clubs.
He said this shit is getting sticky. I need to move where them gangsters at and my protection is.
That's real shit, Lionel.
He said
that's real shit.
You know how
he got to get down to his muscle.
Yeah, he says it's getting sticky. I gotta go.
He got to get around some
careful.
love.
I'm like, shit. I don't know if rappers been out here the same since Takeoff, then fucking got taken out of here. And
but those are the guys that are on his side. Like that's his
exactly. I'm like, and size change. So I don't know.
Hey, old head told me a long time ago, be careful, be careful around your circle because them niggas are jerky. So you gotta be careful. Be careful, shit. If you playing that game,
I'm gonna save this episode for future references.
No, I need to revisit. Dang, I wish he could like bookmark, but I guess he can save to watch later.
Let me pull this up real quick though. On a lighter note, this is just I want y'all to look at this woman's eyes. If you tap it in with us, man, hit the thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, man. Share it with a friend. We appreciate it. We was off last week, so I feel like extra energized and stuff, y'all. I feel like damn, we let the people down. We was off a week. Like we was gone. Like, all right, did they forget about us? Like, nah, we back. God damn it, we back. I'm ready. Okay, I gotta go to this clip because I love playing these clips of like people in the club acting a damn fool. This woman, I don't know what spot this is, what they doing. These are just some old niggas. I don't know what's happening. But the way she's looking into this man's eyes, I don't know if this is her man or not. I think in the comments they were saying he's not. He was just like pulled her out to dance on her. No. Man, y'all got to look at her eyes. I mean, listen, y'all talking about, man, she was ready to risk everything for this nigga. Look at the way she look into this nigga's eyes. Let's watch this. Look at her. Look at the way she lock in when he grab her by the legs. Oh, she was ready to go.
If she looks, she
is ready to go. I'm gonna have to mute out of the music because I don't want to get no strike. But let's watch this. Look. Who is this nigga? Look. She not losing eye contact. Oh, they wilding. Watch this nigga though. Watch this nigga.
Wow.
He didn't drop the.
No, and she really trusted him.
And she's still trying to.
Okay, girl.
That's right.
Sis still trying to she's still locked in though.
It's giving
they
Scorpio.
They like, are you okay, bitch? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh man. Rule number 1, if you're gonna be a stripper or try to dance, be strong enough to hold up the person that you bow. And then look, she's still trying to move and grind.
I know. Yeah.
This is a mess.
It is a mess. Oh Lord.
Oh, and she got them big ass drawers on.
That's what I was thinking. That's why you always just gotta be prepared when it comes to
you. Got them old schools on.
No, don't try to play her. Those don't look like granny panties though. Those some cheeky. She just ain't got no cheeks like that.
She should have politely declined that invitation when she knew she had them drawers on with that dress. Why she got them drawers on with that fit, Naomi? You tell me.
No, and like one thing that I really cannot stand is panty lines on a woman. Like I'm so very much like you should definitely adjust your panties for the outfits that you're wearing. I do not play that shit. That's gonna be one thing I'm definitely gonna teach my daughter. Yeah. Like, girl, we gonna wear thongs from a younger age.
Who is this nigga? Look. This nigga look like maybe he used to be a stripper in the 90s and he was trying to relive his glory days of what he used to do. And this nigga then, watch this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And pow, goddamn.
Boom. But he tried to act like she was just, you know what I'm saying, a little girl or something. Like,
A little
nah.
light thing.
Yeah, like he tried to hold up off the shoulders.
Look, he
Oh,
know he
yeah,
ain't been in the gym all year.
That's a grown
They
woman.
went to the gym all year.
That's a
She
grown
wanted
woman.
him.
This is
She
the
wanted
funniest
him
part.
fight.
Cause he picks her up and she's trying to grind a little bit. Why she try to grind on it, girl? There you go. Grind on that
No
thing.
fact. She know what to do with that shit. Go ahead, girl.
Oh,
Go ahead,
man.
girl. Teach these youngins something.
Right, do
Oh.
something.
She's still keeping eye contact. The dude from the establishment that came over and said, "Are you okay? You didn't hit
Like,
your
No, he
please
head."
don't
said,
sue
okay. He
us.
said,
Don't
okay,
sue
this is too
us.
fucking much. He said, okay, y'all gotta cut this shit out.
Liability.
Yeah,
Liability.
we
No.
finna get a lawsuit.
He said, okay, it's too damn much.
What up, Stan? Stan said, "What is going on?"
Okay,
came
to
in
your
just in
original point,
time.
Roy. To your original point.
No, it's giving Scorpio Shay. Scorpios
No,
got them eyes, okay, and
that's what I was about to say.
they
To your
not
original
losing that eye
point,
contact.
I love eye contact. Though. Like I love good eye contact like that. Like that just hits
She
different.
was locked in.
So and it works. And I would say, and I could feel her energy too. She was saying something with those eyes. So shout out to her for that.
She was
But
saying,
then,
"Fuck me,
but I will say,
fuck me,
but I
daddy."
will say I hate how I will say how I hate how raggedy got though. That guy is so damn raggedy. Like
And it's
and
the
like
fact that bitch is empty too.
oh
Like
I
it's
hate
not
that for them. I
even
hate
lit. It's what's going on here.
like they were supposed to give it up because they were in the middle of the dance floor too. Like the last thing you need to do is drop her. But she's a showgirl. So when she dropped and she bounced back and like rolls, I could respect that.
She's a showgirl.
But the shit got raggedy though. Wow.
Oh, look at that impact! Bow, just hit a whole back.
Wow.
Yeah,
The
that hurt.
impact.
That
Oh,
hurt.
yeah, that hurt.
And
No,
you know
she
she's
felt
gonna
that
feel
shit
that.
the next
She's gonna
day.
feel that in the morning for sure. Cause you know when you get older, you be feeling shit like that. Like that body remembers that kind of a impact.
Can y'all look at my boy's shoes 1 second, please?
Yeah, what the hell he got on his feet?
That's like that's y'all generation of the Black Forest.
He ain't have no traction.
No, I'm like, what is them shoes even? It looked like half Feli's, half fucking
It's the
Tim's.
soul of the
They
Timberlands.
look like
Yeah, like
Tim's
it's half
cousin.
Tim's, half Feli's.
That's Tim's cousin. That's Tim's cousin Chris.
With the capris.
Fuck. Oh, fuck, that's
Goodness.
too
Yeah,
much.
my
Way
Oh
too
my
much.
goodness.
My dude, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I'm gonna play it from the top. One more again, y'all. One more again. I'm gonna play it. Oh, this is gonna be the last one, I promise. Let's go. Let's
You're
work.
crazy.
Let's work. Yeah. Hold on. I didn't even notice. Did she put her phone down or did she drop it?
She
put her
put
phone
it
down.
down.
She
was
threw
She said,
that
let me get this phone
motherfucker.
out my hand.
She was prepared.
She said, let me get locked in.
She was so locked in.
Fuck this phone. There you go. She is, boy, that's some scary eye contact though, Lionel.
Yeah, that one was a little scary.
Oh, he lost her. He tried to recover. Oh, my
But you know
God.
what? You're right? Because eye contact, this levels to that shit, and like your eyes could be given like sensual, hot, or like psycho, scary. And, like there's a fine line, and it sucks. But like you might just be like this, like the emotionless, like you trying to give sexy eye, but it's giving like emotionless, scaring me a
The
little bit.
vibe I was getting was that she knew this nigga from high school and she could never get with him because he was the captain of the football team or something. And he done finally picked out the crowd 25 years later. And she been waiting for this nigga.
And that's what's got her busted.
Waiting all these years. And she said, nigga, we here now. And he done dropped her. This nigga done got full of that brown and then dropped this woman. Hopefully, okay, what do y'all think? Do y'all think he took her home that night? What y'all
I
think?
was just thinking she probably still went home with him.
After the drop, though. After the drop is crazy.
Absolutely. She
Look, and
bounced back
don't
from
drop
the
me
drop.
again, nigga.
That drop was no
Like,
problem
you
for
better
her.
watch it.
She said that ain't no problem. She bounced right back from that drop.
After the drop is crazy.
She was Shannon Sharp. She was Shannon Sharp to the drop. She said that ain't no problem.
As a dude, you probably feel so bad after the drop that you'll just take the L and not even trying to. You would just be like, my bad. You know what I'm saying?
No, what happens is
it's all good. I know I fucked up.
That's
you know
one personality type, but then there's another personality type that drops her, and then now has to even take it up another notch to compensate for that drop. And I feel like that's what he did. Like he tried to take that shit up another level and like hold her up now. I'm like, I was thinking, holy shit, do not drop her again. But you know, some people are like, oh shit, I gotta make up for that. Like, you know, I gotta compensate.
I'm gonna try
But some
with
people would be
Mike.
like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I took it too far. You know.
Oh,
like
man.
embarrassment. Like let
Right.
me go out the back door.
Right. Shit. Not again. But he took that shit up to the next level. He leveled
You
up.
gotta have your feet positioned right whenever you.
No, she's like, we'll just do it on the bed. We'll
With
do
your
it on the
squares
bed. We
hip.
just
You
We'll
have your
just do
squares.
it on the bed.
Your feet and your feet and your hips need to be squared.
Right,
Short.
yeah. His shoes was fucking him up. You know, he ain't
Oh,
have no
hold
grip.
on. Shay funny as hell. Shay said he probably apologized and took her to the food truck outside.
She said, okay.
Yo. That's funny as hell. Let's go and get you some sausage out here. Yeah, they got sausage on the stick out here at this truck.
But that food truck outside will make up for some shit.
Listen,
sure.
I don't even understand, man. The clutchest shit that ever happened to the clubs was people started pulling them food trucks up outside the club late at night. Ain't nothing like a food truck, man. When you come out man, that should be so good.
I agree. I was spending whatever at that point.
Yeah,
I'm like, take
now
the
they
cash.
probably do be racking it up from people drunk. They probably don't even know what they be getting charged from. I know Tori had tweeted one time he was like he spent $50 at the food truck and he was too drunk to even remember like what the prices were. And like by the time you come to your senses, it's too late. Like,
Right.
But you always wake up the next morning feeling that though.
Like, let me dispute this charge. Let me dispute these damn charges real quick.
Shit. Yeah, because you know a food truck gonna give you big portions. You know what I'm saying? So you go out there. Let me get, especially they got them street tacos. Oh
no, I'm like, and I barely trust food trucks. Honestly, I'm good on that shit.
In America, I trust them more.
No,
outside the country.
I'm like, it's the same level of distrust. It still be the immigrants from whatever country you're talking about.
Oh my god, that's crazy! I never thought about that. Man,
same people, nigga. Same people.
I never thought about that. Wow.
Nah, but in Houston, y'all got the fire though. Y'all got the good shit. Y'all getting soul food at the food truck.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
No, they be having lobster tail hibachi food trucks.
Yeah, y'all going crazy.
Hold on, no lobster tail from a food truck might be a little too much.
I know. No, seriously.
That lobster from 2 days ago. You know, they be running it back.
Right. Let me see the refrigerator. Let me see the fridge. Where you keeping this? Where's the freezer?
Yeah, I can't, but I tell you what I would do though. If I come out the club and the damn food truck got oxtails, nigga, count me in. God damn it.
I'm not a fan of oxtails yet.
Oh, I can see myself. Nigga, I love oxtails.
I can see myself liking them in the future. I just haven't like gotten there yet.
Oh, oxtails, nigga. Listen, I've been eating them shit since the late 90s, goddamn it.
Really? That long?
Shit, I'm an old nigga.
And you still love them.
I've been eating the shit out of some oxtails.
But you know your taste buds change, so you still fuck with them at this point?
I still mess with oxtails. I don't mess. Listen, there's some Negro foods I don't mess with. I don't mess with like old Negro foods, like chitlins. I'm cool. I'm cool on that.
Absolutely
I ain't eating that.
No, sir.
Yeah, I ain't eating that.
Hey, y'all are hilarious. I was just talking to my family about this yesterday.
No,
I'm like, you know, we ain't in slavery no more. Some of them slavery.
Yeah, I ain't eating no chitlins.
We gotta leave that shit behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I ain't gonna lie though.
Pork chops are banned. Pork chops are banned too. Pork chops are banned.
Some turkey necks, I'm in though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, turkey's okay. Turkey necks, that's country as hell, but it's okay.
Now look,
at least it's turkey.
To your point, my taste buds did change because when I was a little bit younger and I was really in the country, I used to eat pig feet. I don't eat pig feet no more.
That's some country shit. That's some country shit.
I did used to eat some pig feet. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you gizzards.
I've had gizzard gravy and I hate it. Like I don't like all that shit in the gravy.
See, they do fried gizzards. That's some country shit.
I
Oh
can
yeah, I do eat
imagine
some
that.
gizzards still. I eat some
I've
gizzards.
been the pickiest kid for a lifetime. Like my papa's that he's like that. Like he be like whatever he kills, he eats. Whether that's like a squirrel or a
Yeah,
raccoon or a
yeah.
snake.
Yeah,
And
nah.
like I'm just not like that at all. Like I'm so
And
normal. Like I'm civilized as fuck,
It's
basically.
2024. Yeah, I feel you. It's 2024. We
but see,
all
that's why when I was really when I was young, because unfortunately all of my grandparents passed before I hit teenager, before I was a teenager. But when I was like up until then, both sides of my family, both grandfathers were farmers, and both of them, nigga, when like you said, it was that type of time. We eating everything from the rooter to the tutor. Goddamn it, on the
And
pig.
you
We
was
eating
with
everything.
that. You was right there with him at the table.
Oh, we eating every yeah. Because I'm just a kid. You don't know no better. You just like you know. You throw some.
I knew my papa was crazy. I'm like, this is the crazier papa. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he got on this plate.
I'm gonna tell you what broke me up though. Here's what broke me up. So I remember this. This shit traumatized the hell out of me. I ain't gonna lie. This was like one of my first core memories. So I remember being young and my grandfather having an all white rabbit that like he had like me and him were out there in the woods and he caught this white rabbit and he said, "You can have it." I was like, "Oh, I got a rabbit." He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna keep it here. It's your rabbit." And man, I used to love. Can I go to Grandpa? I want to go to Papa's house so I can go see my rabbit. Go over there and see my rabbit.
The
Man,
vibes.
I'm having fun with my rabbit every time I go over there. And then one day, the damn rabbit wasn't there.
they ate your rabbit.
Rabbit go, oh, these niggas then ate the rabbit. Oh my God, these niggas ate the rabbit.
Where's your family from?
That's fucked up.
Oh, they
Where's
done
your
ate the
family
rabbit.
from?
Huh?
Where's your family from?
That all my family, all them from Texas.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bro, so they gave you the pet and then ate the pet.
Yeah, yeah. They hit me with the. Hey, they told me, they said, hey, fishing was slow this week. Fishing was slow. We had to eat that rabbit. Shit. You know what I
You
mean?
know what I'm dealing with now is like Nas being like, hey, in order for us to eat this like meat, someone had to kill this animal. And like, this animal was probably just like, dreaming at one point and like wanting to like have a family and like these are the thoughts he's having. He's like, I don't know if I should eat meat going forward. He's like, I don't know. And like so and I'm
Wow.
like, well damn, I don't know like what she gonna do because I love chicken, love sausage, I'm with the shits.
Well, what
Oh,
did you tell him? But I mean, you do gotta be.
I told him his options. I said, well, you can go straight veggie. You can do like, only fish with the veggie. I'm like, what are you gonna eat? That was my bottom line. He was like, well, I don't know. He was like, these are like the things I'm thinking about as of now.
No, and like you gotta let him know that is very valid, and especially the way that like animals are slaughtered today. But you could tell him that like soon we can move into a place where like you could be slaughtering your own animals and you get to honor them in a different way as opposed to like how they are mass treated and like fucked up. And it's really like an ugly industry, right? And it's different. But tell him like you better put on Lion King, like it's the circle of life. And tell him that he could still honor the animals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like, even animals eat like humans. That's why that was my response. I was like, well, animals eat humans too.
Do they?
I'm like,
I mean, they will, but it's not.
They
like
will eat
diet.
you. Trust me, they will.
It's
eat
not
you.
their diet. They will maybe somehow.
Some of them are like, give me some human, please.
that's
But then some are probably like, I'm good. But yeah, we've come. I say all that to say we've come so far because like my like just two generations away from Nas and my grandpa would eat any damn animal that you could imagine, and like now Nas is like, I don't know.
I got a question. Do any
Let's
of y'all
go.
have kids?
Everybody got kids.
We all got
Nas is
kids.
my son.
Okay, so what if? Oh, that's your son who said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like if they was to make that choice to go vegetarian or want to do that as a parent, like do you start shopping for only vegetables? Do you feed them that, or do you kind of like
100% for me?
I already be shopping for my son like the shit that he likes to eat. Like, and I was just saying before, my son barely eats red meat, and so I already have to make those type of adjustments. So yeah, I would definitely honor. I believe in like my kids being like a whole person, and like that you should honor however they're feeling. You don't have to be like, nah, you ain't eating that shit. All we got is this.
Because I believe once you start to force them, that's whenever they probably really won't ever eat that shit. You know, all the stuff my family forced me to eat, you know, for some reason, I don't like it to this day. But if you kind of like, you know, I think they'll probably come back around and want to try it again.
Indulge it, still be open, especially if like you would still be like partaking in different things. And then you could kind of like look at like maybe they're trying to steer you in a better direction. Because I feel like, you know, even when it comes to my son not liking to eat red meat, like there's a reason for that. You know, the shit is tampered with. Like a lot of our food is tampered with. There's a lot of shit that they're putting in the meat and like a lot of chemicals and things that are in the meat that's really, it doesn't make it that safe or healthy to eat. So I think it would be valid to like, okay, like this how you want to go.
And low key, they could help
you better.
You know what I'm saying? Low key, they could, you know,
No, that's what I feel like kids are here for that too.
That's why I be telling him like you have to like. I always had the most open line of communication with my parents, like to be as vulnerable as I could ever imagine. And so I'm like always telling him like you gotta talk to me just because I learned so much from you. Like I could have this idea of like how you need to be raised and how I need to handle you, and then I could be dead ass wrong. So I'm like you gotta like be the boundary. You have to let me know like where the line lays. And so now I would never imagine like going away from chicken and like thinking, oh, this chicken like got killed. He was alive. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna fuck this chicken up real quick. So like now you talking to me about this, like I'm able to like grow in that way. So now maybe we can do a couple nights a week of like we're not having no animals that was killed tonight. Like everything is just grown and like we respecting life tonight, you know. So like that's the importance of that communication. Like I'll be learning so much shit. Otherwise, like I would be a dictator. Like no, like eat your chicken, eat your shrimp, eat your sausage.
No facts, and I feel like people miss that. Like when it comes to kids, I feel like our children are here to teach us just as much as we're here to teach them. Like it's literally such a reciprocal relationship that's like agreed upon on both sides, and like they give things. They give things and you give things, and it's like it's such a beautiful relationship. It can be. And like I do have a son who is outspoken, like praise God, because I was kind of the kid that was like more timid. Like I just always had a knowing, so there were certain things I just like simply understood. And I feel like Nas is like that too. Like he already like, but that comes with, I feel like Nas has an older soul, and that's what comes with like an older soul. You kind of already have a certain kind of, you just know some shit already. But my son, he definitely will speak that shit. Like he actually told me the other day, I can't even remember what I said. It wasn't even that serious, something I said. He was like, don't be trying to like make me like you. Like I don't have to be just like you. I'm my own person. And my son's 9. He said this to me.
Yes.
And so like, and that shit is facts, like straight up facts. And it's like you gotta respect that shit. And so that's what's so beautiful for children to be born now. Like children being born now, it's like and being born to parents like us, where it's like we're heard, like we can hear that shit, as opposed to like parents before, they're like, bitch, we don't give a fuck about none of that shit you're thinking, talking, feeling, none of it. Like actually don't talk. Like
no, I remember my granny over there. Like that. There's the older generation was like that. I had a granny that'd be like, you know, like I don't care, like you're a kid, like eat your food first, then drink, and don't sit, like don't listen, don't talk. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, please, like I'm fucking alive, bitch. Like I can see you, hear you, like I feel everything, bitch. Damn. She's like, I'm thirsty right now. Like I can't wait until later. So like, but like that's just the reality. Like, and that's why we came in this bitch to be like, we came here to be the bridge to like. But and that's, they were they were the bridge at some points for some part of life we can't even relate to. Like they've been a bridge themselves, and like that's what's like continuously happening. We taking like one step in front of the other. Like the universe obviously has time, nothing but time. It's like, bitch, I'm in no rush. Like you guys develop. It's like it's fine. But like for us, it's like, damn, it's been forever. Like when did we get to this next stage? But it's like one step is like in front of the other, and we're just like climbing. You know?
Yeah, that's how you build.
Yeah,
it has to go in layers and stuff.
My oldest daughter, she'll be a junior this year in high school, and she doesn't eat. She don't eat pork.
That's crazy.
She doesn't eat pork yet. She'll tell you in a minute. I don't eat pork.
But you don't eat pork either, right?
Follow her lead.
You said what?
You don't eat pork either, do you?
I listen. I eat ribs. That's my one
Okay.
vice.
Oh, you get
Okay.
nigga, but you eat some beef ribs. You just
But
cook
yeah,
the pork
nah.
ribs.
I mean, I don't like beef rib because I'm a barbecue guy. So like when I barbecue, I do chicken, I do some steaks, and I do some ribs. I'm not a big fan of beef ribs. They just take too long for me. But anyway, so like
Aren't those baby backs?
you can do some. It depends on what kind of ribs you do. But
Okay.
like my daughter doesn't eat pork, so like which is fine. But like she knows that like me, I went. I went 5 years without eating pork from like my junior year of college. The next 5 years I ain't eat. Like it was funny because I had roommates, and my roommates walked in one day. And they was like, "Wow, all this shit in the trash." Nigga, I threw all the damn pork, I threw all the bacon, the sausage, everything was in the trash. They was like, "What the fuck?" But at that time, I was a practicing Muslim. I was a practicing Muslim for like 5 years.
Not you went
I
to
was,
jail and came out
oh
Muslim.
nigga, I was like, I was hard body Muslim. I was hard body nigga, and like I wouldn't. I was like, hey brother, this is a pig, this is swine, brother. You ain't
Wait,
eating
like
this.
Muslim, like Islam, or like Nation of Islam?
No, I was Nation of Islam Muslim. I was,
Okay,
The
okay.
black
I
one.
You
was.
you know you gotta. I need to
Yeah,
look
no, 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 no.
at
You're right. Because you can be different faith. No, I was going to the mosque in Kansas City. I
You was
was like, nigga, I was hard body.
you was brother Sharif.
Facts. I was talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, brother, stop that, brother. Hold on, brother. I was that nigga for like a long time. And I was like, okay, I'm cool now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it took like 4-5 years
what made you want to leave the nation?
though. I think I got to the point because like you get to a point to where like you start seeing that, oh, okay, like, oh, like it's kind of like how people say you don't want to meet your heroes because it'll like fuck you up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got to the point where I was like, I saw so much stuff going on. I was like, oh, okay, it's just like everything else. Like, damn, I
No,
thought this
fact.
was different. You know what
I
I'm saying? I
mean,
thought
but
this was
you
different.
should have known that already. I just finished reading the autobiography of Malcolm X earlier this year, and so I'm still feeling a way about the nation right now. I'm still
But
kind
some
of
things
feeling
but you
beat up.
need to go through. Like there was some reason that his soul was caused, like go through have that experience.
Facts.
And to be able to
Yeah, I
come to this
was.
point.
It was tough. I ain't gonna lie, that was tough for me because I was like, yo, this is it. This is what's up for black folks. And I was like, oh shit, hold on. These niggas, they on some bullshit too. Okay, cool.
Well, that's just the part of humanity. It's like bullshit. Like, and
Right.
that's the thing. Like, humanity fucking stings, And like, you try to put on deodorant, and you try to brush your teeth, and like take a shower and wipe your ass too. But like, the reality is, humans stink. Like, humanity fucking stinks. Like, or anything organic stinks. Like the apple, leave it out long enough, it's gonna stink. And
And this
so
is a different
that's
show
just the
for
reality.
and this is a different show for a different day. But what really started fucking me up was that like the brothers that I was, supposed to be brothers with in the faith, right? That was that looked like me. Them niggas was doing me dirtier than the white folks and the Mexicans that was around me. They was like putting me on the shit, helping me out, putting me in positions to win, to get a bag. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they put me in a position to like, but that's a show for a different day. That's a show for a different day. All right, but let's get to it though, man. Let's talk about this settling thing though. Let's get to settling. Cause like, okay, first of all, do y'all look at settling? Is that a dirty word to y'all in relationships? If you say somebody's settled, is that a negative connotation associated with that?
I think I do kind of see a negative. You're on mute, line, but I think I do kind of see it with a negative connotation. Even though of course, people would be like, "Oh, it's time to settle down." So I don't know. I kind of need the definition. I like definition.
And I hate the idea of settling down.
Nah, you hate the idea of settling down.
Yeah,
like settle down, Lionel.
I'm like,
no.
I'm like, bitch, that is so rude.
Tamara finna run in there and hit that nigga with an RKO, nigga.
She know my body. She know my body. Like settling down is like settling, and that's how I feel about this. Like I didn't come in this bitch and manifest into like this body, like this existence. Like the fuck I look like being me and settling down. And
so you look at that word as a negative.
See, I was looking at it the other way.
I feel like I wouldn't say it's negative. It's just not me. It's not aligned with my body, my
Oh,
vibe.
okay, I
But
got you. I got you.
I could see it for people though. So I wouldn't say like negative like that. I wouldn't describe it as that. But that's not my body at all. Like I'm gonna get but that's what it takes. Like anybody that's gonna get what they want out of life is gonna have like the fire to be like, bitch, I'm not settling. Like anybody that's not get what they want out of life has probably got the energy to be like, I mean, I don't have to have it, you know.
Tiana said, I would hate knowing someone is settling for me. So
Mhm.
yes, settling is negative. What say you, Ross? Let's go.
See, I was thinking of settling more like what she's saying,
Same.
like settling for a person. You know, some people might when you're dealing with somebody, you know, you might settle for one thing that you wouldn't settle for another, depending on the person. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking of it as different as settling down. Like settle
Right.
to me is like I don't know. I don't really know how to put it in
That's
words.
why I have to just look at the definition.
Yeah,
But
we
it
need
means to
to
like basically come to an agreement, like to come
see.
to a
That's a good
resolve
thing
or
to
an
me.
agreement on something.
Oh, and I say like settle outside
It
of
can
court.
be a separate if your agreement is like, well, I'm never really gonna find anyone better, so I just gonna agree to be in this situation.
Nah, I was.
The best I got.
She
He's like,
took it
oh
Because
far.
that
fuck, somebody wanted me to that.
Tiana
She's
says settling and compromising are two different
I think
things.
that's a good point, Tiana. Settling and compromising are two different things. But I still
no
don't. I'm
facts,
not
but
like
they can
really
also be
here
the
to
same
settle.
thing.
I'd rather be a dictator than a settler. I'm just kidding.
Oh
Damn.
my god.
I'm totally kidding, y'all. That was a
okay.
joke. Hello.
Okay, so settling is kind of like whenever I guess whenever you don't have the power. Compromising is like when it's your choice. Settling is like when you just left with, all right, I guess this is what I'm left with, so I settle with this.
No facts. Like this is
But
probably the
I don't
best
hold on,
option.
but it
Like
don't
this is
gotta
the
be
best
this is what I'm
option
left
because
with
even when
though.
you think of like a lawsuit settlement, like when it comes to like, okay, we're just gonna settle this out of court. Like instead of trying to go and fight, like we're just gonna clear this shit right now. Like we're just gonna do work with what we got right now, with the facts, with what we can do the best with. So I think it's like making settling can be like making the best out of a situation.
And that's a little bit bullshit. That's a little bit of bullshit in there. Like there's a bullshit within settling because, well, at least from my perspective, I'll
Because
be
it's
fair.
probably not what you
I'm
wanted
just
for.
gonna be fair because, like, obviously, I have my own bias being me, but I see that as like you said, coming to terms. It is compromising a little bit to me. If
It
you
can be
feel
the
something,
same
if
thing.
you feel something, yeah, I guess it can be. But if you feel a way about a thing and like that's how you feel, to settle it means like I'll push it to the side. It's like almost agree to disagree, which can be beneficial. But at the same time, like I'm like right or wrong kind of person, like black or white. Like I'd rather come like that. Like what are we gonna do? Who's gonna be accountable? Like I hate like a okay, no, we both need to be accountable about this thing. Like no, one person was obviously wrong here.
Oh,
Like please.
that's
Look,
toxic.
and that's ego. I'm reading this book right now. Like
Yeah.
that's a flaw of the ego to think like right or wrong instead of not really fully seeing a clear picture. Like because there can be accountability on both sides. Like there can be right on both sides and there can still be wrong on both sides. Like it could literally be both. And so you
Oh,
can't
that's
come
true.
to an agreement. That's sometimes why you have to agree to disagree. So
Yeah,
I feel like settling can be good or bad depending on the situation. But
depending on the person.
when it comes to a relationship, I don't know if I would necessarily want to feel settle. Yeah, guilty people just settle in court.
Wow.
That's a good point.
Not like those toxic.
And
Hey, that
that's a
was
good
a good
point.
point,
No,
though.
the last comment was a good point.
That was a good point for sure.
But like, okay, but like when I hear settle, right? Like I also again I'm an old nigga, so I'm finna show my age. TOC said don't go chasing waterfalls. So like sometimes I gotta stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. Cause I think sometimes, man, look, you can have a person built up in your brain and your mind of what you want physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and maybe that person doesn't exist. So like you can spend a lifetime looking for that, or you can say, you know what? I found 80% of that. I'm gonna settle for this 80% of what I like, what I fantasized about, and I'm cool with that. You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
I mean,
Because
but that is
because I believe
settling.
you're never gonna find just this like
Right.
really who you end up with probably wasn't your just dream imagination person that you envisioned from a kid who you was gonna end up with. You have to settle in certain ways. It's like, yeah, that I think settle
But
and
that's why
compromise
settling and compromise
yeah,
can be the same
the
thing.
same
They
thing.
could
Yeah.
be different things, but settling you can. Like you come to an agreement. Because what's the definition of compromise? I can't look at that one, but it
Okay,
is
I can
just
come to an agreement with myself that like this
to.
is. Oh, so hold on. So what you so what's the definition? I mean, y'all gotta be pulling up definitions and
So
shit. Now
No,
here
but
we
so
go.
I don't went on the computer. I'm on my phone.
Okay,
because
I'll
I
pull it
feel
up.
like you would just be chasing this imaginary person that you know is perfect, and in reality, nobody is perfect. So eventually, you're gonna have to settle on just because people got flaws. So like
But
everybody
I
is
feel
flawed.
like you
Like
don't
nobody's
necessarily
with a perfect person.
you don't have to settle just because a person's not perfect. I feel like
But you can't just leave everybody soon as they do one thing and like go searching for
no
somebody.
facts, and that's not it. Like if I was to think like consider settling, like when I think for me, because I think I always kind of say like one of the things I don't like in relationships is like when it comes to an imbalance of feelings. Like there can be a lot of guys on my line that like really desire me and could like really love me and like have all these deep feelings for me, and I could settle for that knowing that I don't necessarily feel the same, right? Like it's not fully requited on my part. But I feel like I could probably settle like, this nigga's gonna love me. Like this nigga's gonna love me, it's gonna take care of me. Like I might never fully like love him and feel passionate about him, but at least it would be safe. It will be okay for me over here. And I feel like that could be settling. And I feel like a lot of women kind of do end up settling. Like I think women, they'll have like a dream guy, like a dream relationship that they would like to go for. But then it's like, I'm becoming of age. Like I'm ready. Like I want to settle down. I want kids. I want a house. So let me just choose
But I think
this nigga that's here.
that's both ways because that's kind of like the reality. It's because at the end of the day, like Mr. Prince Charming or Miss America that just magically go, you know what I'm saying? They not coming around that door. So you gotta kind of like you gotta see people for what's good about them, and then
But you can
eventually
be in
like if
reality.
it's enough quality.
You can be in reality and what is, and still not have to like settle on what you want and what you feel like you deserve in a relationship just because you feel like it's not coming, right? Like so you're feeling like I can't have what I really want. And that's kind of a lack. On my higher shit, like I actually do believe you can have your dream person and you can align with this. But maybe you settled too early. Like maybe they was right around the corner and your ass was like, well shit. They ain't never coming. And so, hey, now that's what you're stuck with. But I don't know. I
So
don't
let me
know.
put it back
Maybe
up.
there
So what
will be a time.
I'm seeing a whole bunch of different definitions for settle, right? So let me pull it back up. Hold on. Pull it back up. So it's a bunch. So one of the first ones is the first one is to resolve or reach an agreement about an agreement or a problem, right? So that's the first one. Then it's just to pay. That's just to settle a debt. Three is adopt a more steady or secure style of life, especially in a permanent job and home,
No, and so
right?
like when it comes to that security and that steady, so I feel like I could definitely get that part of settle because that's sometimes what it is. Like people need to feel like secure in their situation. Like so you need to feel secure, like, okay, I have a person here, so I don't have to hold out waiting for all the things that I truly want. Like because at least I got someone. Like at least there's somebody here. Like I'm not that attracted. Like the sex ain't all that shit, but hey, they here, the bills get paid.
I
See,
It's good.
mean,
but
I
then I think
mean,
that's where the compromise comes in. Because then that's where you got to figure out what's important to you to compromise. Because, you know, like that go the same way for men. Like it may not be on you're never going to find somebody that likes exactly what you like, or, you know what I'm saying? It might be, oh, she get on my damn nerves, but she check X all the other boxes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's
yeah,
like,
but somebody getting on your nerves
for the rest of my life, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a settlement.
No, maybe. And it would just have to be with the right person. So just for me, I don't know if I could ever just like lock down and feel like I settle for something. I'd probably get in trouble, like trying to fucking settle for somebody that's really not what I want and what I desire. I probably really fuck up going that way. So that's why it's just I understand. And who knows? Like shit. And in 10 years I may feel the urge to like, damn, this the nigga I gotta be with. But hopefully, like that would just be a horrible feeling to feel like if I'm going in like and it comes to like a life partner, you know, I want somebody that I can really like have life with, you know. And I think people settling, that's why people get in marriages and they be in sexless marriages, right? Because this motherfucker is settled for you. They don't even like fucking you. Like they're not even really like feeling you on that level. They're not really trying to to be on that shit. Like there was probably some settling there. Cause I don't know, maybe with another person that they was fully like passionate and love with,
but like maybe the sex is good, but like her conversation is terrible. I hate being around her. She can't cook. It's like, you know, she like
no,
like,
but
like
I mean those are like major things. Of course you shouldn't just settle with somebody first. So I don't know. Like I think I would need
So a
like
question
okay,
for
look.
you.
Look. I'll be fully transparent, right? So first of all, I've known my wife since we were both technically in elementary, but I wasn't aware of her then. She knew me. I didn't know her. But I've known my wife since we were both in junior high school, right? We literally both grew up in the same neighborhood, went to the same went to different junior highs, but the same high school. So I've known my wife for a long time. And it's things that like I wish that my wife was more into sports. She don't know a football from a basketball from a baseball. That's a fact, right? And me, my whole life has been sports, right? But the reason that like I love my wife and that like me and her have a great relationship is because she can talk about other stuff besides that I'm also interested in, right? She can talk about, you know, societal stuff, political stuff, what's going on here, what's going on there. So although I'm like, damn, I wish she knew who the hell such and such basketball player was, right? And there were women that have been in my life that were sports fans and they knew about football and basketball and they can have those conversations, but the other stuff was kind of lacking. You know what I'm saying? So it's
but
like
I don't think that would be settling. I feel like that would be more along the line of compromising because like knowing sports isn't necessarily like just this huge deal breaker that's really gonna crush you. Like you can still have friends that you talk about sports with. Like boom, you get on the podcast with Ross and y'all can have y'all fucking sports talk. And
so let me,
like, y'all.
But let me put this up though, because here's one of the last definitions of settling.
Okay,
it says number four. I'll highlight it. Hold on so y'all can see it. This is number 4. It says to sit or come to rest in a comfortable position. That's what I look at settling at. I want to be in a comfortable goddamn position. And I feel like with her, I'm comfortable. Everything is comfortable, right? Like oh shit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something just ain't right, y'all.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it.
Shout out to Shody Mo in the building, y'all. What up, Mo?
What up, Mo?
Mo acting like she been really working out hard tonight, y'all. Turn your camera, Mo. Your camera to turn. There you go. Turn your camera. There you go. Flip it. There you go. Flip it. Oh, there you go. There go Shody Mo.
Bop it. Twist it.
Bop it.
Mo acting like she out here drinking a gallon of water. She got her whole.
Hey, I do be drinking a gallon a day. Don't do me.
Let's go, Mo. Goddamn it. Let these motherfuckers know,
You
Mo.
hear that? Shit gone.
Ah,
What's
it's
up,
not even
family?
Shorty Mo. It's Jim Mo now.
Right. Fit Mo.
Yeah.
What up, Mo? So what you think about settling, Mo?
We not settling all 2024.
Yeah, you should, Mo.
Why?
If you find
Don't
something
listen to
good, you
Roy.
better hold on to it for somebody else go get it.
Well, they can have it. Shit.
They can have it, babe. That's dusty advice. Yeah, go ahead and
Aight.
settle for
No,
that.
because Roy would always say like he would like the girls that like him. That's settling.
Then
That
that's
is settling.
Nah.
That's settling.
I think y'all are
No.
crazy. I like people who
No, I
like
think you're
me.
crazy.
Like, what the
No,
fuck?
if
I
you're
like women
if
who
you
like
won't
me.
even
That's
You
good
could
if you
like
business.
me,
won't
but that don't
even
mean I
like
like
somebody.
you. I used to think that when I was a kid. I used to think like, oh,
Hey,
because
listen, I
I
think
used
that
to
as a
think
40-year-old
no, I
man,
used to think that
shit,
because
I
like I
like
like
girls
this.
who like
I used to
me.
be
I'm
like,
not
because I
chasing
like
the
this
other shit.
person, because I like this person, like they've gotta like me. I used to think like the universe wouldn't have it be uneven to where I'm liking this person and they're uninterested. Like I used to think that way, but then you realize like no, that doesn't work like that. Like someone might be interested in me and then I'm not interested back though. Or I might be interested in someone who only sees me in a certain type of way. That's the reality, not just like, oh well, you think you like that. Okay,
Nah,
let's
it
go.
ain't. So let me be clear. My shit isn't about like, oh, you think I'm cute? No. Like, cause that can be shit. Like anybody can think somebody is like attractive, right, to them, right? Like that's the most. That's the most technically the most shallow thing that you can get into is just like, man, I'm with him or I'm with her because of the way they look. Now, I'm not saying that's not a part of the whole thing, but like in the big, like once you get older, like for me, once I got older in the big scheme of things, although yeah, you definitely want to be physically attracted to your partner. I ain't saying you want to just be out here with this with somebody that you're not physically attracted to. No, you want to be
Right.
physically attracted to your partner. Make no mistake, right?
Mhm.
But like it, this is just me. Like I found myself dating women that I wouldn't. The best way I can put it is I wouldn't be. I found myself, and this is not my wife, because my wife, me and her dated when we were younger. So I don't want her to, because she might jump out the damn room and come down here and karate chop me. So I ain't talking about her. I'm talking
No, the
about
camera
women.
gets flipped.
I
Like,
know, right? Shit, get all fucked up. So I ain't talking about her. But in my life where I found myself dating women, talking to women, hanging out with women that like my initial attraction would not have been them, but through like like I'm not saying they was like just horrible looking women. It's just like initially maybe they wouldn't have been like what I fucked with, but after like man,
can you wear this bag, please?
nah, I'm not saying. I'm just saying like after hanging out with them, having a conversation, I'm like, oh shit, like okay, yeah, I'm attracted to the whole package now. That's what I'm saying. You did?
And I could feel that, but I be thinking like, I don't know. I want my husband to be handsome, and I don't mean like handsome in a way that's to everybody, but like handsome to me. Like I definitely want to feel like my husband is handsome, and if I was like if I was in a relationship or if I was in a marriage and I had to settle for like me not really feeling like my man was handsome, I'd be so sad.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Hold on, let me ask you a
I'm
question.
sick.
Hold on. I
Like
know Ross.
they
I
be
know
like,
Ross
let's
want
see
to say
your
something too.
husband.
But hold
No,
on,
it's
no, hold on,
okay.
no, Naomi. Hold on, Naomi. When you say, is it just to you, or do you want your friends to feel
I
like
just
he's
said to
attractive
me,
as
I
well?
definitely don't need my friends thinking
That's
my
a crazy
husband is
question.
handsome.
You said what?
I said just to me, and I said that
Okay.
already. Like I definitely need to feel like handsome to me. Like I definitely need to be thinking
I
like,
say
damn,
that because
my
y'all
man
know what.
is fine as fuck.
But
Shit.
y'all know a lot of people though, they want their mate to be attractive to their friends. And if they friends don't think they're mate, and y'all can say, oh, well, that's young folks. I hear you. That sounds cool. I know a lot of motherfuckers in their 40s that's still on that type of time. And if y'all want to say they're young-minded, whatever y'all want to say, I'm just giving you the reality of the land, the lay of the land out here is that like there are a lot of people who they want their mate when they pull up with their mate, they want their friends, their family to say, oh shit, Ross pull up with a bad one. They
No
want
facts, and
that.
I feel like that can definitely be the case with men, especially, right? Like they
Oh, so
definitely.
now it's a man
They
thing. Okay,
no,
go
I'm
ahead.
saying it's just especially the case. It's definitely a woman thing too. But I'd say like, cause men get like big ups for having a beautiful lady on their arm. Like,
Right.
oh, okay,
That's
you
true.
can
That
like
is true. Yeah.
you didn't got one. Like,
Like, I
okay,
see you,
nephew.
nephew.
Yeah,
I see you,
okay,
nephew.
nephew. No, and that's exactly how they be laughing. They like,
Right.
yeah.
That
Hell
is,
You
yeah.
know.
That's so
it
true. That's
does
a
No,
feel
fact.
I
good
remember
though
my
when you
friend
get
had
that little
just sent
pat
me a
on the back
video.
right there. That does
That's
feel
so
good.
true.
My friend had just sent me a video when it's like when he introduced you to his uncle and you waited for him to say, "All right, I see you, nephew," and he never does. And like the girl was
Oh, that's
mad.
tough.
He was like,
That's
Hey,
"Oh, this
tough.
your
Damn.
girl? Nice to meet you. Okay, well, I'm
Right.
gonna see you
Like,
later."
He like starts sweating.
damn.
So I don't know, like. And who knows? Like maybe I'm still just like a young girl, still hoping for like a big love. But I also do believe in a big love. And y'all know I just recently started believing in marriage. So like I don't know. I could probably like have to do without marriage if I feel like I have to settle into something. Like I know for sure that I do want a life partner. Like there's shit I want to build in this life. And I definitely want more it's women too, Tiana, and I definitely want more kids. So like I definitely recognize like I want to be in a marriage and a life partnership for that. But I also don't think that I need to just settle for anything, because like there are bomb ass people out there. Like I'm a prime example. Like I check off a lot of boxes. Like there may be some shit I'm slipping on, but I check off a lot of shit. So it's like
Yeah,
there's
that's the
definitely
perspective.
somebody like this, a big ass universe.
Mhm.
That's
There's
what I was.
definitely somebody that can match my energy.
That's right.
That's what I was gonna say about the boxes though. Like if you made 10 boxes and you took your dating pool and you really tried to like find somebody that's gonna fill all 10 of those boxes, then you're gonna be that person that's searching forever. Like I think eventually you would settle with the person who checked those ones that's most important to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think settling ain't necessarily gotta be so negative.
But
Like
I wouldn't see that as settling if they check the most important thing.
because nobody's gonna check every box though.
Of course.
You know.
And there's not all things that I need checked. But there are some important key things that I would like to have in a partner. And so
Okay,
if the
so
key
what are
things,
those important things, Naomi?
like I already
What are
said,
those
I do want to
important things
have,
for you?
I wanna have a handsome husband.
Okay,
Like
handsome.
I already mentioned that. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna start describing a nigga if I keep going on. If I keep going on, but like I just definitely need somebody, like I definitely need a spiritually sound man.
So
Right?
he got to
Like
be handsome, spiritually sounded. Let's go. What else?
spiritually sound. And I'm on my farmer thing. So I need a man that's like down to be on like the homesteading. Like I need a man that's gonna be like down to 10 animals and 10 a farm and know how to build
Oh, so
things.
this nigga need to be a farmer? God damn.
No,
Okay.
I was literally thinking, I'm like, I think I'm gonna get on
Where you gonna
farmersonly.com.
find that nigga at?
I'm gonna go on farmers only. I'm gonna get on farmers only. I gotta find out if it's some niggas on here.
Okay.
No, but those are things that I think are important, because at the end of the day, if this shit pop off, how are you gonna provide for your family, Roy? If the fucking electricity go out, if the grid fails, how the fuck are you gonna provide for your family?
Hey, look, you sound like you finna have a white man.
Now, sir, that's
You
the one
finna
thing
get
I
one of
would
these
never settle.
MAGA. You finna
That's
get one of these. You finna get one of these MAGA white dudes who got a bunch of
No,
food
don't
stashed
sleep.
away.
I know a lot of black men that are on this wave, and so that's why I said spiritually
Okay,
sound.
okay, but
Because a
hold
man,
on though. See, I wanted you to say that you know a lot of black men. So what's wrong with them?
they're already in relationships.
Okay, okay.
They
That's a good
already
cop.
got
That's a
their
good
farmer
cop out.
dream.
All
They
the
already
good
got their
men
farmer
taken.
dream.
That's a
All the
couple.
good men taken is what you're saying.
No facts, and so like
See what I'm saying? All the good men taken.
and so, but not they really not though. And, I'm not biased to just American men. Like I definitely need me a melanated man, but it's a big ass world out here.
Okay, hold on. So what men are you open to? Is it just because like
I'm
nowadays
gonna
it's
go to
like,
Puerto Rico. I'm gonna get me a Spanish papi.
oh shit.
A melanated one though. No,
Oh,
but so it's just like, I only fuck with black men. Period. And I only ever will.
okay, but what do you consider black? I don't know what black is no more.
Melanated. He needs to look like me and then also recognize that he's black and he's of like indigenous descent.
Okay. That's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
work you gotta do. Shit.
What do you mean a lot of work you gotta do?
I don't know, because I don't know if Pedro from 90 Day Fiance check all them boxes off. My nigga Pedro. Shout out to Pedro.
You don't think like the men in other countries know how like to farm and tend to animals? Like it's American
No, 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 no,
men that have
no, no,
kind
no.
of
It's
like
not
been
the
cut off
farming
from
part.
that.
Hold on. It's not the
Or
farming
being
part.
handsome or
It's
being
the
spiritually
it's the
sound.
other part you talked about that like them niggas know who they are and that like it's that part. Like some
There
of
are
them niggas,
definitely people in other countries that
oh
recognize.
no,
Some don't.
them
Some
niggas are
don't.
some
There's
of the,
niggas right here in America who don't even recognize who the fuck they are.
well, that's
So
a
of course
fact.
there's everybody worldwide that can be like that. But like I said, if I am here and I'm standing and I'm able to like be a lot of these things, right? Like so I'm not asking for a man to do any shit or for a partner to give shit that I can't give. Like I look fucking good. My body look good. I'm in shape. I take
Talk
care of
that shit,
myself.
Naomi. Tell
I
these
take care of
niggas.
myself mentally, spiritually, and physically.
Tell these
Right?
niggas,
Like
man.
I'm able to work money. I got skills more so than what like I just type on a computer and what my job gives me. Right? Like I
Yeah.
got tangible skills. I can grow some food. So like that's why I'm also needing a man that's like, and he don't gotta know how to grow food, but he can't be like, I'm never gonna go in the fields or like I don't want to learn how to grow my own food. Like if a nigga is like in 2024 not recognizing why it would be important to know how to grow your own food or like to have your own land or have an idea of how he would provide for his family, that's not like the nigga for me. If this man is still thinking like in terms of like heaven and hell, black and white, we only live once, that's not a man for me. And I could definitely be a man for somebody else, but that's like not who I am. Who am I? I'm Nay the Mystic. Okay. So he
Talk
definitely
that
has to
shit.
be on a certain type of path, right? And so I believe shit like that can exist, and I don't have to settle because I know that I can create my own reality. I know my power as a creatrix goddess on this realm, on this earth, and I stand on that. And so, and I definitely know for facts there's and there's more than one man for me that can actually stand and reach that and be that. And so,
So okay, let me ask you because I want to go to Mo real quick, but I gotta ask you this question after all of that soliloquy. Um, let's say we fast forward the jewels in the necklace 10 years from now. So now we 10 years in the future, right?
mm-hmm.
And you still, looking for this farmer dude,
No,
right?
10 years. I'm already married and I didn't have 3 more kids.
Okay, so you're assuming that you're gonna find this person.
Who says I haven't found them?
Okay, maybe you have. I don't know. Has he
Okay,
found?
exactly.
Hold on. Watch this. Has he found you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, talk your shit then. There you go. Get out of it. Talk your shit.
Now, and I be having to remind you all the time. Don't be trying to put me in your reality where shit don't
I'm
be
just saying.
working out. But in 10 years, and if
so you
10
done
years,
found a Puerto Rican
and
poppy?
if 10 years, no, he's not Puerto Rican.
You done found a Puerto Rican poppy? Goddamn, shout out to him.
No, he's not Puerto Rican. I'm like, but I be pimping all over the world.
She pulling her hair. So she really feel him. She pulling her hair a whole lot.
I be pimping all over the world.
Is he Haitian? What is he? Is he Haitian?
Not all of my business. You'll see. You'll see when the time is right.
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas, Naomi.
Exactly. So you'll see when the time is right, and I'll pop out and show niggas.
Okay, well, let's go to somebody who don't got a man. Mo.
Damn, that's a crazy ass introduction.
Shit. Goddamn, why you gotta do all that?
I'm an asshole. Let's go to somebody who don't got a man. Shout out to Mo, right? So,
fresh out. Shit, what's that?
Listen, first of all, let me say this. Mo might get mad at me and curse me out in a text message later for saying this, but fuck it, I'll say it. We family on this channel. Fuck it. You know, I seen Mo go the older gentleman route. Let's say that. Older gentleman, right? I seen her go that route. I've also seen Mo go I don't know how you would describe this route, Mo. You know what I'm talking about. How would you describe that route? You know what I'm talking about. Because I liked dude. Dude was cool.
I'm
but
weak.
huh?
I'm weak. That's hilarious.
But you know what I'm talking about, though. I don't know how you would describe it.
I don't either, honestly. I'm kind of blacked out.
Oh, now you blacked out for a year. Okay. For a year, she blacked out, y'all. Okay. But like he was, I thought he was cool.
Who?
I definitely, once y'all had problems, I was like, okay, I can see that coming. But like, I thought he was cool. The nigga he liked basketball, so shit, he was cool with me.
Right, he was cool with him.
That nigga was cool with me. That nigga was trying to buy a damn jersey from me. He like, nigga, how much you want for that jersey? I was like, nigga, I'm cool. But I'm just saying because like,
I'll buy that hoe.
It's hilarious. he was trying to buy an old school Fab Five Michigan jersey that I had. I got a Chris Webber. Fab Five Michigan jersey.
Yeah, no, he was into basketball like that.
Yeah, he was like, nigga, how much you want for that? I was like, relax. But anyway, like, what have you seen, no Mo? Because that's like, I just feel like Mo me personally, I've seen Mo date what I believe are like two like polar opposites.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I don't know what be going on. I mean, shit. So what? I mean, what do you want to know? What are we talking about?
No. The question becomes, right, because like you were exclusive with each one of these polar opposites. Right. So like looking back on it, did you feel like at any point like you were settling at that time? Mm-hmm. Like looking back now, like having hindsight being 2020, right?
Yes.
You were settling.
The answer is yes.
For both or for one or the other?
Honestly, in different ways, in both situations, I was settling.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. There was just things that was like, I don't know. This might be a non-negotiable for me, honestly. Like, am I settling for this? Like, for real. And there was also like my most recent relationship, the older gentleman. That definitely was
you think it's how old is
the older gentleman.
It was a 12-year gap. That's a 12-year gap.
That nigga is not 55.
Okay, but 12 years is a big gap.
The grandpa. No, it is.
It's significant. Okay, so I mean, yeah. I mean, gentleman is crazy, but yeah.
The older gentleman. Because you could have said the gentleman, and that's still older.
There was just things, especially. I mean, obviously, because that was like earlier this year. That kind of fell apart, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the most recent experience that I have. And I mean, there was just definitely times through that situation where I was like, damn, am I cool with this? Like, is this really like, am I cool with this being like my reality and really what I really want in a partner? Like, for real, because a lot of things came to light. And even now, learning a lot of shit, not even in communication anymore, learning a lot of things about who that person was. So it's like I had moments to myself where I was like, I don't know. I think I might be settling here because like, damn, like this is something I'm really not okay with in my partner and like the person that I'm choosing to be with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely coming to those realizations. Like I came to those realizations, especially now. I look back like, damn, yeah, I really was trying to settle, trying to convince myself. And I feel like that comes with settling is convincing yourself otherwise, especially whenever you're in that mode with the person and you care about a person or whatever you're blinded by in that relationship, like you have those moments where you're really trying to convince yourself like I'm okay with that, like actually yeah, it's not that bad, it could be worse. I feel like that's what the actual term comes into play when you start settling. It's like when you start telling yourself it could be worse. Like, at least I'm not with a man that's hitting me and this and the third. Like, no, you settling.
That's so true.
You settling. Like, no, because you can literally have that and what you actually want as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's also another thing that I've learned through relationships is that, when it came to those types of things where I felt like I was settling, like it just is a lesson to me that it's like, well, those good portions that I did find that were like, things that I learned I do want in a relationship and what I want in a partner, that still exists in someone somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's just the other part that I'm settling for that is actually, not really the best thing to be settling for. That doesn't have to exist in the person that carries those qualities as well.
That's
And
right.
so I think it does come down to like certain types of settling. Like, yes, you're not everybody's going to be a perfect match to what you want. Like there's going to be some things that just we don't have to agree to disagree, especially as you get older and opinions change and things like that. Like, so I think what y'all were talking about earlier about like, as long as they're fulfilling the important things that you absolutely are like, these are non-negotiables for me. This has to be exist within the person that I'm with. And you can kind of learn to, and I hate to say the word tolerate, but you can tolerate certain things where it's like, okay, that's really not that bad. Like if, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, okay, he treats me well, he, is thoughtful, considerate, and
But
you
he
know,
smokes cigarettes.
No,
mm,
that's a no.
that's
That's a no.
crazy.
That's a hard
That's a
no.
no.
Yeah, that's a hard
I
pass.
used to smoke cigarettes.
It
Shit.
could be something like somebody talk too much. Like it could
Okay,
be.
there you go.
I'm
Yeah,
more
but
of
see,
a I'm more of a reserve. Like I'm chilling. I smoke a
right.
lot. I'm chilling. I'm always high. And if somebody else is an energetic person, you know what I'm saying? It could be something like this. But
No,
Yeah.
that's
if
true.
if we check the other boxes, yeah, you might get on my nerves sometimes. And I might have to say, okay, leave me alone.
But thinking somebody talks too much is crazy.
People do talk
That's
too
real.
much, man.
Like
No,
that's real.
I'm like, that's something that could get worked out in therapy, I feel like.
Damn,
Like,
in
because
therapy?
maybe you just
Shit.
wouldn't
We
want
gotta
I
go
to,
to
want to change
maybe
therapy?
you
them.
just wouldn't want to hear that person. So I'm like, if you're really feeling like annoyed, like, damn, this motherfucker just
They don't
going and
don't shut
going
up.
and
No,
go.
not
No,
in that
facts.
way.
Like,
No,
I would
people
just,
literally
like,
talk
I
too
wouldn't
much.
be around that shit.
Not, it's not like I don't want to hear this, but in the sense of like I literally, because I listen to people literally, and so I'm listening to you like beat around the bush to go all around the point. Say you took me all the way to Houston and brought me back home, and like you still ain't made the point. I'm like, at some point, like you just gotta drop, like land the plane, babe. Like at some point, like. Cause I'm like listening and like you just this takes a lot of fucking energy to be like
But
actively listening.
if that
So I'm not
really
gonna be
truly
listening. You talk
bothers
about obviously you
you,
get distracted. People get distracted when they talking about this and then like side note, and then like before you know it, you're so far away from the original point. And so like yeah, people can
but
talk too
if that
much.
really bothers you, would you really stay in that relationship though?
But see,
Yeah, that's not like a thing to be like, oh my god, no, because that's just like a matter of like,
it's
hey,
just that you
No,
gotta
but if
learn.
it's gonna be like every time, and if it's like really bothering you to where it's like, damn, this motherfucker don't ever got a point, I wouldn't necessarily like put up with that shit. Truly, like there's some shit that like living with on a like real life basis. Like I actually, my son, he talks a lot. Kids talk a lot, but my son talks a lot. But I have no choice with that, right? Like he's stuck with me for life. But if I'm like choosing my partner,
and he's a person. So
and I
that's the
really
reality. People
feel
talk too much though, but that's the thing. It's not. It's
but
like
you
yes,
get to
your son
choose
is
your
one of those
partner.
people.
But you get to choose your partner. So it's
Yeah, you
like,
too. But the
do you
reality is
love what they're
people.
talking about? Do you love
Yes.
like the sound of their voice? Like, are you really fucking with it? So you won't really be thinking they talk too much. Like, yeah, they just be talking.
Well,
Like
see,
she's a talker. She loves
That's
to
not his
talk.
Right, there
perspective.
goes my
That's
little
not his
chatterbox.
perspective. That's your perspective. You could be like distracted
No,
and
but
like in
that's
the gaze of that. But like somebody else, like he was
but
saying,
he
babes, like I
said
don't like
that
that.
they talk too much.
Exactly. So nobody's distracted in the gaze of like, oh wow, look at her eyes. Because at this point it's like, oh my gosh, that's first of all, hold on. What are you hold on? What are you talking about?
nah,
So
but
that
So
is something
that could
that you
be
could
a thing.
settle for, even though you
People
may
can
get
definitely
annoyed.
talk too much. Like I've seen it with my own two eyes. Like people definitely talk like beyond the point, beside the point, around
But
the point,
but
up and
do
down
you
the point.
choose that person to settle with? That's what I'm saying. If you're feeling like if you're not the person that's gonna be like fully talking, You would still settle with that, Ross? Like,
what's your
even
question?
though.
What's your
So
answer?
what I'm saying is like, okay, me, I'm more of a mellowed out person. So naturally, I'm using this as an example. So naturally, yeah, if she's more of a talker, then I'm gonna encourage her. Like, yeah, you good, but you got to learn when I'm not listening. Sometimes don't take that to heart. Also, you just got to learn that we both gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come out of my shell and talk a little bit more and try to listen and stay engaged a little bit more. And you're gonna learn that sometimes, okay, he ain't hearing me right now. Let me slow down, you know? And it's just that's where that settle or compromise comes in, you know, because like that was like an example for my family. So like my grandmother, she raised me, she talks a lot. My grandfather has a way of just shutting her up sometimes. She know, okay, he ain't listening to me. We've been married 55 years, you know, but like naturally I'm kind of more like him. So I have to learn how to come out of my shell, and somebody may have, you know, that could be a little difference where you know, you have to compromise and settle. So like I'm not going to find a girl that just is, you know, I wouldn't even want to find a girl that was like me in that way. We just wouldn't be saying shit. So like, you know what I'm saying? I have to like,
yeah, you're saying you're cooking right now.
yeah, you have to like settle. You know what I'm saying?
But
But that wouldn't
I
be a
don't like the
settle.
word settle. That's such a bad word for me.
Yeah, I think we're
Settle
looking
is a
at
bad
it in
word.
a bad
In a
light.
bad way,
I'm
yeah.
like, damn. I'm like, wow. Like you just gotta
Like Roy,
settle.
what you said with your like, it might be something like differences in movies or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a
Facts.
scary movie type of person. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That might be a deal breaker for somebody.
Like
No
me and my
facts.
wife,
Like, if a man didn't like movies, like if my man couldn't watch movies with me, I couldn't settle for that. Like, or if he just fell asleep every
but
time
see, that's
we
what I was
watch
going
a
see,
movie.
that's what I was
My
gonna
mom
say.
was like that, and so like I'm stuck with my mom. But it's like I could choose my partner. I choose my partner, and it's just like because I love movies, so I would just be so disappointed every time.
Like
But
me
if
and
the
my
dude
wife
did
don't
everything else good, you're gonna not
If
be with him because
everything
you don't like your
else,
movie.
I would just, I don't know. I'd probably be slipping some fucking addies to him. Like, take
hilarious.
this pill. Take
Like,
this
please
pill.
finish your
Like, you need
coffee,
to go get
please.
tested because you be falling asleep. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Like
So
like
I
like
don't
me and my
know.
wife, we don't watch any of the same movies. I'm a documentary guy. She's into like Marvel and
Like
like
movies.
yeah, movies. Like me, I want to watch a documentary. But like my wife also writes fan fiction. Like she's a really good
That's
writer on the
right.
fan fiction shit. Like she's really good at that. Me, I could care two shits about that, right? Like I'm into reality. Fuck some fiction,
Yeah.
right? I
You
want to know what
sound
the fuck
like
is
me.
going on,
Yeah, yeah.
right? But so like we're like very opposite in terms of that. But like we've been able to find common ground on like some things that like okay, we both like this. Let's both make sure like we maximize the stuff that we both enjoy
Yeah.
versus like us spending time on like, oh, you don't like this, you don't like that. It's like, okay, fuck that. We know that. Let's like how can we maximize on the stuff that we like?
That's
Would
Right?
you
powerful. That's
let your
powerful.
wife go to the movies with like a male friend to go see the new Marvel?
Why I gotta be male?
Well,
Hilarious.
because a lot of men like kind of watch Marvel movies. Because I be thinking
Hilarious.
like, so if
No.
I was to like be with a man. Because
Hilarious.
there
See
are
how funny
certain
Naomi is?
people, that I call no because I'm really into my Marvel shit. So like when it came to like Deadpool and Wolverine dropping out, I'm hitting Torian up. Like so like Torian and my brother are like my two people that I really like first go to like for my Marvel shit because they're more into the comics. I only know the cinematic universe. And like I said, like movies are something that I really like love and enjoy. Like and like I really fuck with shit like that. So would it be if you're not fucking with it, or would you go? No,
Oh,
but I'm like, I wouldn't even want you there. Not at Deadpool
I
and
was gonna
Wolverine.
say
You
my
don't even
wife
know what the fuck
knows.
is going on. You
My
don't even know
wife
what's going on.
knows
I ain't got
I
time to do
hate.
anything.
She knows I hate superhero movies. I think that shit's corny as
Hey
fuck.
y'all, this is
He's
real
like,
life
I'm
for
a
me.
villain.
Yeah, I'm a real life nigga. Fuck a superhero.
Yeah,
Every now and then.
my girl hit me up 2 days ago saying she wanted to go watch it. I know you don't like Deadpool, but let's go watch it. So yeah, and I attempted to go watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta bite that bullet.
And see,
Now here's what I did though, Walt.
baby. I'm like
Here's
such a
what I
baby.
did though. I got a plug to where I got that shit at the crib already.
No, I need to go
Right?
see that
So
in the
she watched it
movies.
at the crib with my oldest daughter. So, you know, she was
See,
good.
but I think you find ways to deal with it. So like that's where you would encourage, like if you don't like to do those type of things, or if you and your partner don't completely agree on those type of things, that's where you would encourage, like, have some friends.
That's the compromise.
You gotta have
some
friends.
friends.
You gotta, okay, if she don't like to watch sports with me, then I'm gonna have my friends over and we're gonna watch sports. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
That's
You
the
go
compromise.
watch
See,
your movies.
That's not really the compromise all the way.
yeah, no, that's the compromise right there, Lionel. That's the compromise.
But she don't even let her have male friends.
Because for me, the compromise is like, because we're still gonna have that time together, but it's just you got to take initiative, and like you also got to be in the same way that I do. Like, think of a guy, like any guy that if I gotta, like, if I'm about to do something, I know she's not really gonna be feeling this, I'm gonna put her extra like favorite thing on it. Like, we're gonna go to her favorite restaurant, so like I'm gonna get her favorite. Like, I know she loves these flowers. This might not be her favorite thing, but I'm gonna like give her like a cherry on top. And it's got to be the same with me. So like if I don't fuck with the theaters, then like just treat me to a day and like, hey, we're doing like theater and like dinner, and like that's our date night tonight. And like I can get with that, but like to just be like, I know you don't like this, but I'm need you to come on out today. Like, bitch, no, I hate that. And this feels terrible.
Well, Lionel, just for the record, just for the record, Lionel, just so all y'all are happy with yourselves, y'all all just got me in trouble with my wife because she just sent me a text right now.
Damn.
So there y'all go. I hope y'all are happy with
I
yourself.
hope she beat your ass.
I hope y'all are happy. See, I hope y'all are happy.
Beat his ass, Naomi.
You see, I hope y'all are happy. Y'all are fucking up a happy home right now. See, we had a happy home.
No,
y'all came in with this little bullshit.
She settled for you.
And I realize I don't like the word settle, but I'm like, I can get more with the word like submit, because I feel like I have more like the power to like decide to do this thing. Like I can submit more so into a thing and be like, okay, I'm deciding to do it.
But like women women hate that submit word though.
I know, and then women
they
like,
hate that word submit.
No, I mean, it depends on what woman you're talking to.
It depends on how you're using the word submit.
Tell them, Lionel. God damn it.
Right. No,
because it also matters the context of the word submit.
No,
hold on. What you mean by that, Mo? What you mean by that? The context.
It be plenty of men using the word submit and submission and shit as just, they just be toxic with it. So it also depends on that too.
And when I say submit, I mean submission in I mean it in the context of a level of commitment that ultimately at some points and on some things has another person above yourself, like puts this person above you. Like that's like my form of submission, because otherwise we're just friends. But even then with friends, like I still like do, like, of course there's a heavy connection, but like when it comes to like submitting to a person, that's like at this point, like when we're talking about certain shit, I'm like even considering you before myself. And like that is intentionally and especially on things that I wouldn't naturally do. So if it's like something where I wouldn't like do this, and like I'm doing it for you, I'm submitting.
What I mean, Roy, is I'm saying that like it's people who will use that word, but it's one-sided, and it's like you just expecting submission without any kind of submission on your part. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I mean when I say people use it in a toxic way, because I feel like, mutual submission is necessary in a relationship. Like, I don't feel like women are afraid to submit. Honestly, I feel like women want to be able to submit, but it's like, you got to reciprocate, you know what I'm saying? Whatever way that looks for whatever, couple, whatever partnership.
They're not just submitting left and right all day, every day.
Right. Cause like, like, no, that's more of like okay.
It's unfortunate for us as guys. Like that sucks. Like it would be easier if they were just submitting left and right.
No, but it can be so easy for guys if they're like truly handling all their shit. Like if they're truly like,
but the problem with that, Naomi, the problem with that is that takes
You're
the
not.
work that people haven't put in yet. And
No
you know,
facts. And so
and
like,
that brings me back to when Ross was talking earlier. I thought it was so powerful, that, like when you mentioned of like how like you're intentionally, because for me that's intentionally not settling by like not just having somebody that like you're comfortable with and that's like you, because like this person is bringing out something in you that like is better and like it's challenging you in a way that's going to bring out a higher version, and like that is like
Right.
I feel like that's the epitome of it, and that's like why I feel like settling isn't a great thing, because I feel like we've acknowledged that it's synonymous to comfortability.
yeah,
And
and
like,
Roy
you know,
did
like
point out
you
that it was
want,
like
I'm like, and I'm
comfortable.
like a fire all day. I'm like, challenge me, pull me. And then like aside from
Facts.
that, I'm challenging at the same time, I'm challenging myself whole time. Like I'm not just going for the person. I feel like just because this bitch here and she want me, or just because this bitch available, or like none of that shit. Like I'm totally like going for like what I feel like is best for my life, no matter if that like what that looks like or how long that
That's
takes.
a
Like,
fact.
but
I
I'm
like the
alive,
fact.
bitch. That's the point. Y'all need to live. That's the point of being alive. When you got that fire that's burning inside you, bitch.
I'm
There's
with you,
no.
Lionel, because I don't know if me and my wife would have made it this long if like me and her didn't have conflict. Like I like the fact that like she stands 10 toes down on like certain shit. It's like certain shit. She's like, no, nigga, I'm not like this is what it is.
That's a
And
true
I'll be like,
queen, right? Like a king and
yeah,
queen
I enjoy
dynamic.
that about her.
But
Like
in the moment, you probably like,
no,
golly.
in the moment I'm
In the
annoyed as
moment,
fuck. Like
in the
fuck out
moment,
of
I
here.
need that. I need that. Do you
Yeah.
need
But
that?
like later, I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what? Shout out to her, man, because she stood 10 toes on that shit. Because
And then you
sometimes
realize, like, oh wow, this
as a
actually is more
man,
beneficial to
to
me.
Mo's point, when Mo's saying that like women want that, right? Sometimes as a man, though, you might need that pushback. You might need that pushback to say, to make me stand on this shit, to say, yo, I hear you, but here's why I'm standing on this, right?
Mhm.
Like all that shit can be a give and a take, man. So like that's why I say like submission but has become a dirty word. I mean, not submission, but settling has become a dirty word. And it's kind of like, nah, it's like I found 80% of what I'm looking for. Like you can like what you could do, like if I'm 32 years old and I find 80% of what I'm looking for,
Yeah.
what I could do is I could say, fuck it. I'm still looking for that 100%.
But
And I can
let
be
me ask
looking
you this,
until I'm
Roy. Do you
what's
understand
that?
the power? Let me ask you this, because you know the power of diction and the power of word, right? And perspective. Because for and when you said that, what it gives me is settling is genuinely looking at the glass half full. Because even to say like, well, I'm getting like 80%, like, and that just genuinely acknowledges that like you're not at 100% and not really getting what you are like 100% desiring and looking for.
See,
Versus the perspective of like, you know, what, you know, I don't know, a perspective of like everything that I've like need, bitch, is here. Because I feel like perspective is everything, and the settling just feels like half empty kind of vibes. Like I feel like it's not everything, but it's enough. And that bitch, that's never enough for me. Like if I ever feel like it's not everything, but it's enough, like that feels like no. It's just gotta feel right. Period. No matter what that looks like. I don't know the fucking percentages that feels right that equates to feeling good and right. But like that's what it's
so
gotta equate
so
to, you know?
so so let me bring this to you. So this is just me personally, right? Me personally, I would like to have sex with Rihanna every night. I would like to play basketball with Maya Moore. I would like to have conversations with a woman who's a professional politician, and I would like I'm just saying that because like I know I'm going into it knowing that I'm not going to find that,
And that's the problem, because that is settling right there. Because even
but
if
I
it's
know I'm
not,
not
but
gonna
no,
find
because
that.
listen, please, this I'm
Boom.
landing the
That's what you
plane.
putting on your
I'm
over your
landing the
reality.
plane, because even if it's not sex with Rihanna, bitch, it's like bitch ballpark. Even if it's not like conversations with Kamala, it's conversations like with bitch Candace Owens, you know? And like even if it's not hooping with Maya Moore, like then you're like training Angel Reese, you know? Like you're still shooting for the fucking sun, so you at least land on the star. That's the whole perspective. But otherwise you are settling. If you're not even the arena of like Rihanna, or you're not even the arena of political conversations and you're not even hooping with no like female hoopers that's really like that, then like you are totally settling. You gotta come like that. Even if it doesn't end up being those particular people, you land on the star. And that's always the motto is bitch, shoot for the
But
next galaxy over. So
okay,
you at
but
least land on the
here's
sun.
here's my rebuttal though, Lionel. Right? If I'm interested in Mo, right? And Mo is like super chill. She's down to watch the games with me, so that checks that box off, right? She's intelligent enough to like we can have like in-depth conversations. I'm cool with that, right? She checks the other boxes off, but like maybe it's like one or two things that like I'm like, ah man, I wish she was more into whatever the fuck, and she's not. It's like, okay, but like I'm looking at the score sheet and I'm like, damn, this is enough. This is enough. Like,
so that's not settling to me.
If
That's
it's
not settling
enough, it wouldn't be a settling.
Yeah.
It's like this person gives it. Like, okay, this is.
But it has to be a settle though, because it's not my 100%.
This hands down. Well, maybe because what you thought you wanted wasn't necessarily what you actually needed and wanted to like have your.
That's everybody. That's facts.
So then, Roy,
no.
Settling because no one equals
a person does not have to be perfect for you to see that you're not.
No, we're not saying perfect,
and 100%. We're not even for it to be like, huh?
But wait, because I'm like, okay, when we really, and I don't know if y'all went over this already earlier in the show.
We did.
My bad. But what I was gonna say is that like a settlement isn't always bad. Like when you really think about it, a settlement can lead to us both coming out with what we want. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, we settled on that. You know what I'm saying? So like thinking of the other form of the word, like the other definition type of thing, like
there you go.
Settling isn't necessarily bad either. Like we've reached a settlement where we're both satisfied with what we got going on, and that's that. Like it's settled. You know,
so like a lot of girls want a dude that's 6'2". If you found a dude that filled every other box, but he was 5'9",
going to Naomi right now. Hold on, it's going to Naomi.
I'm like, I don't even.
I don't know no background. I'm just saying, if you found a dude that filled every other box, but he was 5'10", he's not 6'2". Is that just? I'm just gonna wait until I find another dude that fill all these boxes and he's 6'2".
No, because I wouldn't care about height for real. If he checked all the boxes and he was 5'2", then yeah, I would keep looking.
No, I'm saying like 5'10".
That's cap.
No,
he said 5'9". I can work with that.
That's cap.
What do you mean that's cap?
Naomi,
my
you
baby
like
daddy's
5'7", 5'8". How tall are you, Naomi?
I'm 5'6".
That's cap.
You swear like just because you're short. You be like, you're tall.
I'm taller than you, Naomi.
Yeah, I'm 5'6". It's easy to be taller than me.
Okay, now it's easier to be taller than you, but like the average person's height is like what? Right? So here we go. So what I'm saying is if Naomi found a dude that was a farmer that was 5'2", I'm not sure if it,
I just said like, if it was 5'2",
hold on. No. He's 5'2" and he looks like Wiz Khalifa. I'm not sure that Naomi would rock with that nigga.
No, I would not. I just said 5'10" for sure. 5'9", yes.
Okay.
5'2", 5'4", hell no.
Okay, there you go. See?
But that's settling at a sense because that
will only be settling if I do want like a 6'2" nigga. But I'm not somebody that.
But what's wrong with the dude that's 5'4" though?
I wasn't trying.
Because like I would be sad to have a son with you. Like I don't want my son to be short.
Oh damn, that's fucked up. He can be a short soldier. He can be a rider though at 5'5".
That's fine. I mean, I still fuck with Lil Wayne. You know,
he like my granddaddy was 6'3". I mean, it's a chance.
I'm like,
I
don't need somebody that I'm looking down to, because I'm definitely, I'm rocking my 4-inch heels. Okay, so I'm up there.
I'm rocking stilettos out. I'm rocking stilettos out. Go ahead.
That's me. But no, like even like one of the men that I love like dearly, I feel like he's definitely not even over 6 foot. But of course, I'm not tripping over shit like that. I'm like, what that dick look like? No, I'm playing. But
Okay.
Nah, but like, so things like that, like the surface level, like if it just comes to height, of course I don't want to be looking down on a man, but that's not something that I would just dub a nigga over for facts. Like it will have to be some other things that I feel like I'm settling for. Like what could I be settling for in a man? I don't know, because I honestly, like, it really have to be, I would have to be settling if I'm not in love with him. I think that would be the only thing I would consider settling. Like if I'm settling with a person that I know that I'm not head over heels in love with, like I wouldn't trust myself to settle, like, because I probably end up cheating, like dead ass. Like
God
if,
damn,
if I'm
Naomi.
settling on some shit, that will put me in a tricky situation. That's why I said, like, I would fuck up.
And I
Like
feel
I'd
like
be
it's
like,
not even probably. I feel like that's what be happening. People that be feeling
that is
like.
that shit
And
because
so
they didn't fucking settle.
the ultimate feeling I think of settling is like really knowing that you could have better or like deserve better, but like somehow I don't know what people come to terms with to like be able to say whatever, but
They
like
be
but
like, I don't want
really
to be alone. They don't want to
right
be
or
alone.
something, but like but I actually have conversations with people that like feel like I really don't really fuck with this person or I feel like this person doesn't fuck with me, but like nonetheless like y'all are still like rocking heavy and like so that to me is settling. Like when you just know like ultimately better, but you don't do better.
So
That's the part.
what about in the sense of like a dude that was living a fast life? He was dating, ripping, running through a bunch of girls, and like you found this girl that fills the boxes. You found this girl that she's good for you. Now I'm settling down with her. I'm gonna walk away from everything else. This is just a scenario, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what about in that sense? Like, settling don't have to be bad. That's a
No,
good.
it definitely
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
have to be
cool.
bad, and especially when you're looking at it in that sense. When settling down, it's like, okay, you're stepping away from the single life, and you're actually like sitting down and you're committing to a person.
And it's like
It
I found
definitely
this
can have
person.
that positive connotation. It
Yeah.
definitely can, but it's just, and so if it's coming like that, for sure, but
Because
just
settling
not
could
where
be I
it's
found this person that makes it worth walking away from all the other shit.
facts.
No,
So
that's very
that's the
true.
compromise right there. Like I'm walking away from, I could be with 4 different girls, but I'm choosing to be with one because you know what I'm saying. So that's the settle right there. I'm settling
So,
down.
so, so, so
I'm
let me get to
walking
this
away.
question real quick. Who do y'all think
That's true though.
settles more? Do y'all think men or women settle more?
Women,
Women.
Women.
Mm.
women. It's at
I
y'all
know
Why
because
is
I'm
fingertips.
like
it?
I couldn't imagine,
It's
settling.
it's in the DMs, Roy.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
Y'all
Okay.
No.
DMs go so crazy that it's like they could really go crazy if they wanted to. I feel
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
like with men, it's kind of like you can't. If a woman really wanted to just have whatever she wanted, or just whatever dude wanted her, then y'all it would be a lot easier for y'all. So I think y'all have to walk away from that life and settle down a lot more than men. Like with men, it's kind of like what Roy was saying. We tend to like who likes us. You
Do
know,
you think that? Because I feel like
everybody
when
likes us.
women, like if I was to like go into my DMs, there was a time where my DMs were like a very wild place. I feel like a lot of niggas have given up on me. Like my DMs have slowed down. It was crazy. A nigga was just telling me in my DM, like, I know your shit just. I mean, I'm like, nigga, I think most of these niggas give up on me. Like, cause I don't be going for it. But I feel like you can get a lot of niggas that's wanting your attention, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're of the caliber that you'll necessarily want to be with. So that's why I feel like settling. Like there's hell yeah, I could probably go through 100 DMs, like, and pick one of these niggas and like, but I would feel like I'm settling because I didn't necessarily want none of these niggas. Like I was like, hey, let me go with this one. Whereas I feel like men, so I guess I'm kind of still looking at like settling on the negative connotation of it. But I feel like men, they really will hold out for the woman that they want to choose over like the 4 bitches or the whoever bitches that they could fuck with. Like, you know what? I'm actually gonna choose to be with you instead of like living a fast life and being on this type of time. as opposed to where it's like women, they'll start looking at their biological clock and like, damn, I want a kid. Like, so I just need somebody that's here, that's stable, that's gonna like love me enough.
And so naturally, women are like more understanding to situations, but just naturally, because women are more empathetic. When men are just more logical and like, not thinking.
OD, because I also see, because I be saying this all the time, I think men have a higher tolerance for bullshit. So like, even when men do get into a relationship, like that shit could be toxic, it could really not be given, but they're like, well, I'm here already, like I've already like chose this, so like this is my life now, like this is my life. They're like, I just go cheat, like I'll go cheat, I'm gonna stay here, I'm not gonna like leave or anything. I'll just go like cheat and like this is my life.
But that cheating is not tolerating it though. That's the thing.
I mean, for men, that do be what it is. Because if they didn't tolerate it, they would just leave a relationship, right?
But it just looks different. Because it's like fight or flight. It's a fight or flight. And most people don't be fly on flight. That's something I've realized. Most people, especially like where you grow up and like how you've been raised, it's like it's fight. And like fighting that current would be like, oh, I'm gonna like cheat, or I'm about to get like okay, you got me fucked up. I'm gonna do like get my shit on the side then. Versus being like, you know what, this isn't serving me, I'm out this bitch.
But that's why I said men have a higher tolerance for bullshit, where they'll realize it's not serving them.
I don't know, because I'll just see with my own 2 eyes women put up with so much bullshit.
Allow themselves to like go that far and like look that far into seeing that like, okay, this isn't even really serving. It's just like they'll go another way.
You can watch women put up with hella bullshit and it'll be mind-boggling.
But then they will still leave. There is still like a place, right? Like I feel like women will put up with a lot of shit because especially if like the man is the provider, right? If like she doesn't necessarily have the financial power to go on her own. That's why when like women do leave, niggas are always like mind blown. They're like, what? Like, now she left me, like, because like, bitch, she been telling your ass for 2 years and she literally was saving, she was making a plan, like, because that's how women are. We have to be able to like, we got to find a way out through the bullshit. Like, we might put up with some shit, but once we're ready to be on our way out, we will be on our way out. Whereas like men, they would just stay with that shit. Like,
so let me bring this up here because I want to wrap. We were getting ready to wrap up for tonight, but I do want to bring this up though. This is a hip hop artist. What's her name? Scarlip. Did y'all catch any of Scarlip's drama online recently?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Shout out to Scarlip. First of all, they fucked up by trying to make her like a sex symbol. So apparently, like the dude that she was with, she's now left him, and she's saying that like she's in a better space. So I want to show y'all why she left him. Here's what happened. Let's play this. Come on.
Well, I don't know what to think about that. Love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Love you guys.
Okay, so that right there doesn't play the whole thing, but essentially, like he asked her, like she was asking him, like, how you think I look, and he was like, you look good sometimes. That nigga hit her with the sometime. More funny as hell. He hit her with the sometime. He was like, yo,
that would have been my reaction if I would have told my man that like
on live. She asked him.
Yeah, she was on live, and that nigga was like, sometimes you look good. There you go. You see the quote. Scarlip ends her live after her boyfriend tells her she's pretty sometimes. He was like, sometimes you pretty, man. You there?
Yeah, sometimes it's crazy.
Sometimes it is crazy.
No, but boom, that's niggas putting up with like they tolerating some shit. Cause not you don't think your girlfriend is pretty. That's crazy. Not thinking your girlfriend is pretty is crazy.
Is she pretty?
I mean, he said sometimes she is. Hell.
I mean, do you want? I guess it depends on if you care if your girlfriend is pretty. So, like I said, I need a nigga that I think is handsome. So, I don't know.
I mean, you know, I understood what he was saying, though. You know,
I feel like that's one of those like, I don't know, you pretty.
That's when you just lie, like nigga, just lie. That's easy as fuck.
Right. You could have stopped at just yeah.
Yeah, baby.
See, but okay, so she probably went. She probably was with a lit nigga that's with her because she got money. Like that nigga really don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for her, she probably want something that's out of her range. So she gonna deal with dudes that really don't think she pretty.
There you go.
For money.
There you go. Right there. She dealing with some niggas that she probably shouldn't be fucking with.
Exactly. Because the way she was looking, I'm sure the nigga, you know, I don't know what the nigga looked like. You know.
That nigga was like, shit, I'm hitting this, but you know.
But if he was there for the money, he should have said, yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna tell her I'm just fucking you for
Yeah,
the money.
baby.
Who that's crazy work.
No, but that's why he should have told her she's pretty. Like, yeah.
I mean,
baby.
now I'm just lying to you. He didn't want to be on
No,
live.
I said you should lie.
On
Sometimes.
live?
Yes, you should lie, especially on live.
I'm glad she was
He
honest.
couldn't-
He was honest.
Yeah,
Hopefully
he
she
couldn't
took
do
that.
it. Shout out to him. He a real one. He couldn't do it on the live. He was like, yo, sometimes you pretty.
He said in front of the hoes.
Yeah, I was about to say, what if she was like,
Got me
like
fucked up.
yeah, like you know what I'm saying? You asked me this on live, people probably not even supposed to know we together.
That's crazy.
know,
I'm like,
right.
maybe it's my Libra. I'm definitely giving you what you want to hear off top.
That's crazy.
I'm like, yeah, babe. Yeah, babe, this pussy yours.
I'm dead.
I do not be giving what you.
But
wanna
I
hear.
think
I
the
be giving
industry
it up.
fucked up though, trying to make her when they put her in like the little booty shorts. I was like, no, that's not Scarlett. That's not what she do. Like that was fucked up for her brand. I thought like Scarlett is never like her rap name is Scarlett. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, see.
We ain't gonna look at her like she a bad bitch. No disrespect. But Scarlett's never gonna be a bad bitch. I'm sorry.
Never was crazy.
We just gotta get to that reality. You dig? Now look, that lip might be what that is. I don't know. I ain't never felt that lip. Right? Shout out to the lip game. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. That lip might be serious.
Some
But I'm
niggas
just saying.
might like that.
Yeah. So
I
she
know
doing
somebody who like it, bitch.
I mean, I'm sure she do know somebody who like that. You dig? Shout out to her. But, all right,
No,
let's get
but
about
I
here.
mean, you should think your girlfriend is pretty, and girls, your boyfriend should think you're pretty all the time.
All right, man. Y'all can listen to Naomi if y'all want to.
That's crazy. You would be with somebody you don't think is pretty.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, like, man, look, we've had this conversation on this show before that like you can say that like you like me. I always say like the person that I know that most people don't find classically attractive that I think is attractive is India Arie. I love India Arie. That's my baby. That's my girl. I love me some India Arie. And I know that like she's not classically attractive. So I'm not gonna force that on Ross and be like, nigga, you don't think India Arie pretty? I'm like, nah.
He did, but she didn't ask. She said, hey, do you think the rest of the world thinks I'm pretty? She asked her boyfriend that.
And he kept it a buck. He was like,
and that's why he can't be her boyfriend no more.
He was like, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
but that's crazy as fuck. But,
yeah,
know.
Sometimes it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie though.
But hey, I'm pretty, so I don't know nothing about that life.
Okay. But so if you was with somebody and let's say for a long time and they weren't attractive anymore, 10, 20 years down the line.
That's the other side.
So if
right?
a nigga at work and he get half his face scarred up, and now you got to look at a scar for the rest of your life.
I feel like, let me think, like the man that I love, like that I'm in love with, that shit wouldn't matter. Especially if I've already loved him 10, 20 years, like, and I already thought he was like handsome as fuck, like finest nigga ever, like this the finest thing on the planet to me, and he gets scarred up. I was
2 years. What about 2 years?
2 years. If it's still like I've been in love with this person and like he was still handsome as fuck to me, I'd probably still see that shit. Cause I feel like once you do get to know a person, like the attraction can definitely increase. Like even with somebody that you don't even think is attractive at first, you can easily get to know somebody, and then you're just like, damn, this person even more funner than I thought. Because the nigga, I think, is the finest in the world. A lot of people probably don't even think that shit. And I'm like, good. I'm like, bitch, don't look at him. I'm like,
hilarious.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him, bitch. But,
you know what my wife always points out to me is that the people on 600-pound life always have a significant other.
No, and so that's why I be having faith, because it's like even ugly people can have like good relationships. Like they can have somebody that loves them.
People bond over eating too. Like, that's a very intimate thing.
They fuck with you because you eating.
Yeah.
They like you like ribs, I like ribs. Fuck you.
They like, let's go to the buffet, babe.
No, seriously, like I fuck with you. Like you like that restaurant too? Like, oh, I fuck with you so heavy. Because most people don't like the turkey leg head.
Hilarious.
Seriously.
Hilarious.
And I don't.
But look, man, shout out to all y'all out there, man, that's going to relationship, man. Hopefully, I don't know if we helped y'all out. Next week, we got to talk about Big Sean next week. I should have brought him up tonight because Big Sean talks about, I hate you niggas that say that like, hey, marriage ain't that big of a deal, right? That's what he's saying now about Janae Aiko. But nigga, you were married to you were not married, but you were engaged to the other girl though. Mm-hmm. So don't act like it so now all of a sudden the girl that ended up passing away. What's her name?
Naya
Rivera.
I think Rivera.
Yeah, Rivera girl.
Oh, she had drowned.
Okay, yeah, he was engaged to her.
My new girl.
That could have been pressure because people be feeling pressure to get married. For real.
Was it pressure? I don't know what it was, but I'm just telling you, he was engaged.
Listen to him talk now. I feel like this is more of a saying, like he's like not in that position, and like this is more true.
Here's the argument I'm gonna make though, Lionel, is that like you like sometimes, right? You can do what people allow you to do. So if she's not talking to me and saying that like, hey, you know, for me in my personal life, like marriage is important to me, then shit, I'm gonna ride it out.
And fuck clearly, it. Right? Because she like got that whole tat with no ring, so clearly. Yeah.
But you know, but like what to me, what makes it contradictory is that like you were with somebody who apparently maybe that was important to her, and you proposed to her. So
and who knows how that shit would have went.
But that's humanity, you know. We're elusive. We could show up how we need. That's like when you go to work, and you know you're not the same person when you show up to the podcast.
So you saying he's code switching,
right? Well, he's like fitting that's sometimes you gotta show up for like, cause I don't want to say like you gotta do that, but like I recognize that people do that. Like people will like fit a mold and like become a person in order to date a certain person. And so, like, people will be doing all types of shit in the name to date this person that they want to date for the moment, you know? But then that's why you, like, just listen to a person. Then, like, as time goes on, you hear him say, like, I don't feel like that about marriage. I actually don't feel like it's that important. I actually don't want to get married, you know? And, like, then you see in his actions, like, he's not proposing to the woman that's had his child and stuff like that. So it's just, like, not important to him, clearly. But I've recognized that a lot of people have said, like, damn, every time we go home, they like, when we get married, when y'all get married, or like, you know, there's a lot of pressure behind that in some instances to where a person might feel like this is just what I have to do.
It definitely can
versus
be
feel like this is what I need to do right now. Like feeling like I feel like that.
It can definitely be pressure. All right, we'll wrap it up for tonight. Shout out to everybody who popped up, man, and you know what I'm saying, like made the show liver than what it was. Shout out to Shody Mo for pulling up with that fake ass water bottle. At the end of the show, acting like she out here drinking a lot of water.
Well, crazy part is y'all was only on for like an hour when I got on. It was late. So y'all was late.
That right.
Shout out to my man Ross, aka Florida, in the building, man, for pulling up and helping out on the show, making it live than what it was. We definitely appreciate you, my guy. Yeah. You dig?
Bless, yes.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, man. I don't know what you're waiting on. Let me play this. Because Dr. Umar told me this ain't just August. He told me this is Black August, right? We always say this ain't just regular August. This is Black August. So if it's black, I got to play this on the way out. Peace, y'all. We out.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm